ESPN welcomes you to a special presentation of the United Football League on ABC.
A new group, new coaches, new group of guys.
Just a different type of juice this year.
We're going to play hard, we're going to play fast, we're going to play physical.
For the whole league should be on notice because we're coming.
Well, this DC Defender team is for real, and the ultimate goal is to win a championship.
The all-access sounds of the UFL, now framed against the sights of DC. And the majestic beauty of cherry blossoms in our nation's capital. The spring football season and the cherry blossom season both in full bloom as they're terming this primetime Week 2 matchup the Blossom Bowl to celebrate it all. From here at Audi Field in Washington, D.C., it's the 1-0 DC Defenders hosting the much-improved Memphis Showboats. And that means a good quarterback matchup. Defenders veteran passer is the former Ole Miss star Jordan Ta'amu, his third year with the team and coming off an impressive win. And on the left, you see for Memphis, the former Ivy League Player of the Year, E.J. Perry. He split time with Troy Williams last week. Perry sparked a late fourth quarter rally. The big story is what the DC Defenders did to start the season. A week ago, they pulled off the upset win over the defending champs, Birmingham. They did so with a fierce defense. They had 8 sacks. On offense, they were steady, productive in special teams. It was exactly the kind of win that can set the foundation for a big season ahead. Good evening, everybody. Thrilled you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Jordan Rogers. We'll say hello to Tom Luganbill and Sam Macho in a moment. They are our field-level analysts. Hey, we're in prime time here in D.C. with a couple good football teams. What are we in store for?
Boy, did DC put the entire UFL on notice last week with a ferocious style of defense led by longtime defensive coordinator Greg Williams on that side of the ball. They're really good. On Memphis side, they're getting a head coach and a play caller back. I still think there's a lot of promise. Lost a close one to Michigan last week, but it's a team that's much improved.
Hey, let's get into that coaching conversation because that's the other big headline this week. The defense success with an interim head coach. Shannon Harris took over for Washington during training camp. On the other side, you see for Memphis, former Super Bowl head coach Ken Wisenhunt. He took a medical leave of absence and then returned to work this week.
I think we saw DC respond to Shannon Harris. There's a different energy that he brings that Reggie Barlow maybe didn't have, good or bad. They responded, and on the Memphis side, having your play caller, having your head coach back, there's a sense of stability and hope on that side of the ball. The offense is going to be a lot better this week.
Let's say hello to Erin Dolan. She is with us all season long as our ESPN betting analyst. Erin, I think with the access here, everything you get with the technology, it is such an attractive sport to bet on in the UFL. What are you tracking tonight?
It is an attractive sport to bet on, and tonight we're seeing the Defenders lay 6.5 points, and money has been coming in on them all week. And of course, this comes off a huge win against the Stallions, which ended up being the biggest upset in UFL history from a betting perspective. Now, as for Memphis, they've been a dog 11 times, including tonight, and they've gone 1-9 straight up, as well as 3-7 against the number. As for some other things to monitor, Abram Smith is the most bet-on player to score a touchdown tonight, and I'll also be tracking that total. It opened 37, dipped to 36.5, despite money coming in on the over, but unders are 4-1 to start the season so far, Joe.
Good stuff, Aaron. Of course, Abram Smith, so many college football fans remember him as being a star for Baylor. He had a huge Sugar Bowl years ago. He's set records throughout his career. One of the key matchups we're looking at tonight, the Defenders' defense against the Memphis offense. Sam Acho, of course, the longtime NFL veteran, is going to be with Memphis all night long. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening. I'm here with head coach of Memphis, Coach Ken Wisenhunt. Coach, how does it feel to be back on the sideline calling plays?
Just excited. You know, I love seeing the energy on our guys' faces, and I'm hopeful that we can have a good start tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Over to you, Lukes.
Thank you, Sam. Here with Greg Williams, the DC defensive coordinator. Coach, what are your 2 non-negotiables when it comes to playing defense for DC?
Well, the 2 non-negotiables are effort and toughness. You know, mom and dad passed down the genetics, and I can only affect effort and toughness. So they'll be sitting by me or standing by me if it's not that way.
Coming off a 6-sack performance a week ago, but you said there's some 8 sacks, excuse me, 8 sacks. But there's some things to clean up. Most notably, you said there's some leaky runs from quarterbacks up the middle. How do you prepare for that?
And, you know, we've got to do a better job in some of our cage rush plans, and you'll see a lot of games out there this week.
All right, thanks, Coach.
You bet.
All right, Tess?
That is classic Greg Williams right there.
Yes, it is.
Hey, the home team, DC, decided to kick off to start this game. Second season of the UFL. The XFL and the USFL merged spring football leagues. Week number 2. Saw great action in week 1. Now, Matt McCrane will get the evening started as Deneric Prince is back to return. He was an effective receiver out of the backfield a week ago in that fourth quarter rally against Michigan. And a penalty flag comes down as this kick went out of bounds. There is E.J. Perry. He was a superstar in the Ivy League at Brown University in Providence. Last week, he rallied Memphis when they were trailing Michigan by 14 points. Put together a long drive to hold them within range.
And he gets the start again. Remember, we saw both quarterbacks, E.J. Perry and Troy Williams, last week. Talked to Ken Wisenhunt before the game. He said E.J. had the best week of practice he has seen since he's been around him. Expects him to play at a high level tonight.
Prince is going to start off the night on the ground, and he gains just a yard. Let's look at the impact players, Jordan.
Well, Anthony Hines with an early tackle already. He's a stud for that DC defense. Derek Roberson and DeAndre Baker, the former first-round draft pick, had an interception last week. They could play a lot of man coverage on the outside. Jacob Cabote, they brought him up, elevated him. Running back, they expect to get a lot of touches, and their +1 receiver who's got to make plays tonight, Jonathan Adams on the outside. He'll be matched up against Baker quite a bit.
Second down and 8. Play action. Perry gets it out into space to Lassiter, and Lassiter is tackled at the 44-yard line. It'll be third down from there.
This is an offensive line that has been completely reworked with Jim Turner, who was the interim head coach last week, led by Lindstrom up front, a 3-time All-ACC player at Boston College.
He was actually E.J. Perry's roommate when Perry was there for a couple of years before he transferred to the Ivy League. Third down and 6.
This is a staple of DC. Look at all these guys around the line of scrimmage.
Perry downfield. There was some contact, but there's no flag as he was looking for Jonathan Adams, who was covered by the former first-round draft pick of the New York Giants, DeAndre Baker.
Well, I said that's going to be a matchup to watch tonight. The best receiver for this Memphis team against one of the best DBs in the entire UFL, DeAndre Baker. Oh, that's offensive fans going to say that should have been a flag. Defensive fans going to say that's great coverage. More importantly, it's going to set the tone for how they're going to call the outside from here on out. And this is a great wrinkle, a little challenge from head coach.
I'm on the
Ken
right
Wisenhunt.
25. Two's not playing the ball. He's into the receiver. He does turn, but then I've got to grab with the left hand, and he's pulling the receiver. So we do have pass interference. I've got the 35-yard line as a spot. So we're going to be at the 35. Where's my previous spot? Correct. So we're going to go 15 from there, and to the plus 35. From the previous
in real
spot.
time, you're getting the transparency of officiating in the UFL.
After video review, the ruling is pass interference defense. The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot and includes an automatic first down. Memphis has 1 challenge remaining.
And Sam's with the man who put forth the challenge.
So, Coach Wisenhunt, that was a quick challenge. Why'd you make the decision?
Well, it looked to me like it was pretty obvious pass interference, and you want to get a good start, especially on the road, so that's why I did it.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
The challenge was successful, so they are given another challenge. A first down off the defensive pass interference. Quick strike from Perry as he connects with Kwame Lassiter, and that is a first down for Memphis.
Oh, it's a great little RPO. He's just going to stick the ball in the belly of the running back. He's going to read Anthony Hines, 57, right over the ball. He sneaks up, opens up a window for Lassiter. Great little start here from E.J. Perry. And for all you UFL fans, remember what you just saw in that challenge. You can challenge any play. Whether there was a flag, wasn't a flag, doesn't matter. Not like the NFL or college football. Nice little wrinkle we got here in the UFL.
Here's Prince. Flag comes down as Prince goes ahead for just a yard. Tackled by Sonogo.
Illegal formation. Offense number 88 was an eligible player lined up, covered by position. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
You know, it's interesting because we heard E.J. Perry yelling for the challenge. He knew right away it should be PI moments ago.
Hey, challenge! 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 Challenge!
And that challenge was successful.
Well, I'd have loved that as a quarterback. How many times I've been yelling that to my coach?
After the penalty, 1st and 15. And another flag comes in. Jason Autry heads up this UFL officiating crew.
Offside. Defense number 2 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
And you're already starting to see this game plan with not new offensive coordinator, but offensive coordinator and head coach that's back in Ken Wisenhunt. They want to establish the run. Just 69 rushing yards last week on 24 attempts. It's going to be run, 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 and take shots in one-on-one coverage on the outside. Right.
Already on this first drive, the 3rd penalty against DC for 25 yards.
Delta attack.
Perry. And that was Eli Stove who couldn't control it.
Nice little audible at the line of scrimmage by E.J. Perry. Saw free access where that corner is off about 6, 7, 8 yards. Trying to get a little slip screen. Ball was just a hair too high for Eli Stove to catch and run.
Stove was playing it as if it was a lateral at that moment. Perry on 2nd down. They go with the slant, and here's Anderson as he muscles his way down to the 16-yard line, and that will move the chains.
So I love this. Just 2 routes inside of D. Anderson are going to run off these defenders right here, open up a hole. Anderson just slips right in between there. Catching DC in one of those rare moments where they're not pressing that outside receiver. Free access means a nice, easy catch, throw and catch there for Memphis.
High snap as he's just able to get it to the running back, Caboti, who will lose yardage.
It's a really
Derek Roberson who was there immediately with the tackle.
And Roberson was all over the place last week, 2 sacks. But this is a great job by E.J. Perry. Just getting a hand on this. Look how high and hot that ball is. That would have been a huge negative play. You'll take a loss of a few yards over a loss of 10 or 15 if that goes over E.J.'s head.
Great look at the chest cam. It's being worn by Anthony Hines, the linebacker for DC.
Roberson right there played in 16 games with the Tennessee Titans over a couple years in the NFL.
A-gap pressure, they pick it up. Perry downfield and is intercepted at the 10-yard line. That was Keandre Thomas with the pickoff.
Great job by Keandre Thomas playing kind of catch coverage. He's going to be off. Watch his eyes. He's in the top right corner of your screen right now. This ball is left inside by E.J. Perry. It's got to be out earlier, and it's got to be on the sideline. Thomas, because he's playing off coverage, is able to watch E.J. As soon as that ball is released and inside, he was all over it. Had a chance to hit Lassiter if it was on the outside. The first big mistake here after a good drive for Memphis.
Keandre Thomas, the interception. He's a great player at K-State. UFL is brought to you by Freestyle Libre. And by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
Welcome back to DC, here with the big man of the hour, Keandre Thomas. Huge interception to change the momentum right there. What coverage were you in? What did you see?
We were in cover one. Said I was just reading quick game from the quarterback. Receiver in a weak route. Jumped it, got the money.
Go excited. Go spend it with your teammates, will you?
He said, go.
Sam, take it away.
So I'm on the sideline here on the Memphis sideline. E.J. Perry's dealing with an ab strain. Now he's still up, but he's been messing with his ab with the side. He was kind of limping on the field, so that's the situation. He's on the sideline right now. Talk to the trainers. Ab strain, but he's still up.
You can see him reaching to his left side. Has made the start, brought his team down the field, and then threw that interception. But clearly affected by that abdominal strain as Jordan Ta'amu in the DC offense is out there set to get to business, and this is a good way to start it with the running game of Abram Smith.
Yeah, Abram Smith coming off a torn ACL from last year. A little rusty last week, but he's so dynamic out of Baylor. Mentioned Abram Smith there. Chris Rowland, he's a guy that they'll reject reverses. They'll get him out in space, a guy that's dynamic to watch. And then both the linebackers, Still Chambers and Zeke Vandenberg, the strength of this Memphis defense.
2nd and 1, Smith again, and that will move the chains.
This is an offense that was a little up and down last week, right? As big as that victory over the Stallions was, it was led by the defense.
Oh, 8 sacks.
Yeah, Jordan Ta'amu was a little up and down, a little inconsistent through the air. That's not who he is, though. He's one of the best in spring leagues. He's a mainstay. He's a legend. XFL. Back in the day, was a player of the year, 2nd in UFL passing last year. Expect him to have a much better night.
They're going to keep it on the ground with Smith, and this time he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Good play by Still Chambers, the former star linebacker at Ohio State.
29 chair, 29 chair.
Fred Keyes is the offensive coordinator for DC.
We're good.
29 chair. You can hear the calls. The short pitch to the left side. And Smith is able to bounce it and then lowers his shoulders and is brought down at the 47. Meanwhile, on the other side is Jarrett.
Return alert! Return alert! Here we go. Still nickel, still nickel. We got 3rd and 5. Let's go tight wheel auto. Tight wheel, hey, yeah, tight wheel auto, tight wheel auto.
Yeah, you'd be fine if you stayed there.
Yeah.
Speed again, speed going for.
Ready? Go. 3rd down and 6. Tamu gets it out quickly, but it's incomplete. Chris Rowland was in the range of it.
Yeah, Rowland had a step there, just a little quick out by both the inside slot guys. Tamu just missed him. I mentioned he was a little up and down last week. Everyone just got away from him.
So on comes Paxton Brooks, who was an excellent punter in the SEC. He was a 4-year starter for Tennessee. In fact, ranks 8th all-time in SEC punting average. And Isaiah Henney, a diminutive but fast return man, is back. As they nearly came right up the middle through that shield after it. Henney fields it at the 12. And able to split defenders and gets a good return out to the 25. Luke's.
Yeah, Tess here with Jordan Tamu. He's taking a look at the iPad right now. It looked like you guys didn't go as deep as you should have on the routes, and you were just a little off the mark.
Yeah, just kind of our first throw of the game, so we just got to be on target. And I knew exactly what they were playing. I just got to give them a chance to catch that. So.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Of course, we'll be monitoring to see how E.J. Perry looks as he was dealing with that abdominal strain, was the report. Caboti trying to find something and doesn't find anything as he was stacked up by Niles Scott.
You can see EJ grimacing a little bit. Looks like he's playing through some pain. And as a quarterback, anytime it's the left side, as a right-handed quarterback, that's worse. That's the side you're pulling with. You're rotating through. So.
Slice read on the 1-1, right?
Second and 9. Oh, a whole lot of traffic coming in. A flag comes down. We'll check on that. Remember, 8 sacks a week ago as Bryce Thompson came crashing in from the defensive backfield. But let's check on the flag.
Offside. Defense number 48 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
Greg Williams is ultra-aggressive defense.
Andre Mintz just a little over the snap there. You're starting to feel this Greg Williams defense, right? I spoke to him down there on the field before the game. He said, I don't want to blitz a ton early. I want to feel him out, and then I'll start to heat up as I get a feel for what Ken Wisenhunt wants to do.
Second and 4 now for Memphis. As Caboti able to weave his way close to the 35. Now the beauty here is we have access to the play calls, including that going to the headset of the backup quarterback, Sam.
So I'm here with Dresser Wynn, one of the quarterbacks for Memphis. It looks physical out there. What are you seeing from EJ?
It looks good so far. Kind of being a point guard out there, getting the ball to his guys and letting them run. Just not a great decision on the pick, but hey, he'll bounce back. He's a good player, and we'll see it right here.
Can you walk us through some of the plays as you hear them?
I'll get the next play for you when I hear it.
Awesome, let's do it.
3-by-1 here. Not sure what he's calling. Timeout.
You hear on the 3rd and 1 that Memphis wants to use their first timeout of the evening.
Memphis has called their first charge timeout of the half. It's 30 seconds in length.
Coach Ken Wisenhunt back after a leave of absence. Longtime NFL head coach, of course, with Arizona and with the Tennessee Titans. Led the Cardinals to a Super Bowl back in 2008. Presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Here we're starting quarterback E.J. Perry, 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches in the middle of the huddle. How do you feel?
Good, good.
What do you expect on this play?
Oh, we're taking a deep shot right here.
Let's go. Let's do it. Taking a deep shot. Let's go.
I love this.
I don't think they're really taking a deep shot.
I don't think so either, but I hope they do.
Third and 1. E.J. Perry putting that out there. Probably thinking Greg Williams is listening to the broadcast.
E.J. Perry's just getting a head start on his coaching career, right? Tell the broadcast what's not going to happen. Lie to him a little bit, right? You never want to tell him what's coming up.
It was just preemptive, right? So let's run that play, and then the next play, take a deep shot. This is the first, we call it E and 10, earn first down, deep shot. Right. Let me get with Dresser Wynn, see if they're really running a deep shot.
Not much there, then his forward momentum takes him ahead for 2 yards.
I will say, though, Jacob Caboti just got elevated this week. He wasn't active last week. He's running hard. He's falling forward, so he's getting 2 or 3 extra yards every time they hand it off to him. Really nice opening drive for Memphis. Entered in that turnover.
Caboti began his college football career at Texas A&M. Then he went to Louisiana and spent time with the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns on the practice squad. And now getting extended time here with Memphis. Here is Perry. Here is your shot downfield. And that's a strike into the arms of Kwame Lassiter. Well done by E.J. Perry and Lassiter.
Well, this is a guy, the coaching staff said they wanted to get involved. Kwame Lassiter. Just a slot fade. It's a great job by E.J. Perry of holding the single high safety, looking right first, and then come back left, and it was right on the money.
I think we're going to get a challenge here, guys.
Yeah, they may take a look at the sideline there. Let's listen to Dean Blandino.
Yes, you guys ruled catch. We're looking to see if it is. I've got left, and then it's that right foot. Do you have a shot of the right foot? Go ahead. Give it to me. Hold on, go back. Go back. Go. Run it through. Left is first, right's on the white. That's an incomplete pass. We have an incomplete pass, Jason. I'll give you the previous spot information. Incomplete, incomplete, no catch.
So that is Dean Blandino in the replay command center. Here's one of the things I love about the UFL, how quickly they activate on all of these replay decisions.
We're on the third.
Dean's the best. You can still hear him sorting through the spot of the ball. That's a great job of identifying it quickly.
Hey, what's the down distance?
E.J. Perry not too happy about it after the great throw down the sideline.
From the 38-yard line for Memphis.
So it goes from the big play downfield to a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. We got trade left, 65. Here's X shallow swing on one. Right. Stutter.
Boy, he just went to Elijah Stove and said, you got this stutter. Stove is right there on the outside. You trying to double move to him.
Here's your 3rd and 8. Perry being pressured, but gets it off downfield. And waiting for it and coming up with the catch is Eli Stove.
Boy, this is a stutter on the outside. Like I said, the Stove and DeAndre Baker, or maybe it's Bryce Thompson. It was Baker, bites all over that. EJ got hit a little bit as he stepped up in the pocket, so that ball came much shorter than he wanted, because look how open Stove was. That's a surefire touchdown. If EJ can get that up on time, watch this, stepping up in the pocket, a little bit of traffic around him. Big play just the same.
You can see the frustration and hear it as that play clock was counting down, and he was urging that team to get to the line and get set.
35 seconds, it's quick, guys.
It is, Tom.
Boy, how different does this Memphis offense feel this week?
Oh, no doubt. Completely different.
The vertical passing game is there. See, last week, first-time play caller, no Ken Wisenhunt. A little different when you got a guy that's won a Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator calling plays. You're seeing press coverage and man coverage on the outside. They are taking shots. There's an aggressive attack so far from Ken Wisenhunt.
Jordan, I'm impressed with the offensive line for Memphis because you're seeing a lot of line stunts and twists in games from DC. They've handled it so far.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
Slice sucker. Last week, this was a little bit of a counter play. Hand off, get some big guys up front. Moving.
Prince finds the hole. Prince inside the 10. First and goal, Showboats.
Yeah, it's a great job. It's a double team right here that really opens up that hole for Deneric Prince.
Lindstrom did a good job sealing it.
Yeah.
Prince again. And this time he is wrestled down by Bryce Thompson.
Bryce Thompson's been all over the place. He plays corner. That's the second time he's been in the backfield. Had a sack earlier that got called back because of the offsides. The neutral zone infraction that time. The TFL on Prince.
Bryce Thompson, who has the single-game school record for the Tennessee Volunteers with 3 interceptions in a game from his college football career. You see the 2 coordinators or play callers, the head coach Wisenhunt, the longtime coordinator Greg Williams on the other side. Prince trying to work his way inside the 5-yard line. Maxwell made the tackle.
Just 2 guys that both have Super Bowl rings for calling plays on their respective sides of the ball.
73 shot Oki.
Going head-to-head here on a big 3rd down.
Third goal. Quick strike is incomplete as he was trying to connect with Jonathan Adams, but Kelvin Joseph, the cornerback who played at Kentucky, was there defensively.
Yeah, former 2nd-round pick by Dallas in 21, all over this. This is a play almost similar to what they ran earlier. It hit D. Anderson on. This time, Jonathan Adams, that is tight coverage there. For last time, there was a question. The challenge flag was thrown. Not this time.
Kelvin Joseph comes up with the play just after leaving the SEC. You said drafted into the NFL. And 26 games played with the Cowboys. Jared Thomas is the starting left guard as he is being tended to. Thomas played at Northwestern, where studied sports media, and in fact called a college football game, was up in the booth on the Big Ten Network last year calling Northwestern's season opener.
Keep playing football, big man. I don't want you to come take my job.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll get him on the mic a little bit later, huh?
Matt Coughlin now on for the field goal attempt. Just a short 22-yarder. As he puts it through. So a well-managed drive by Memphis. Now the flag comes in late on that successful field goal.
There was a little contact with the kicker.
Yeah, plant foot got taken out.
Is it a 4th down? It's not a 1st down. It's still 4th down. Still 4th down.
Running into the kicker defense.
No, still 4th down. Still 4th down. They're going to take the point, sure.
See Kelvin Joseph coming off the side there and just getting a piece of Coughlin.
Penalties decline. The field goal is good.
Actually, his kick foot, by the time it came down, was what he took out. But they will keep the points on the board. So Ken Wisenhunt is back to business as the head coach of Memphis after a leave of absence. Of course, Ken Wisenhunt, a long career, but he Started off as a young man in Augusta, Georgia. And of course, our coverage of the Masters will begin this week. You see that grand old scoreboard. When Ken Wisenhunt was a teenager growing up in Augusta, he worked the 18th hole manual scoreboard at the Masters.
That's pretty cool.
So the Augusta native with the Masters beginning this week with coverage on ESPN. And he has touched that pageantry and tradition, working the manual scoreboard at the Masters as a teen.
I don't think you would have had numbers high enough for what I'd get on a few of those holes.
Yeah, exactly. Double-digit placards that you're trying to put into position.
Mark me now for a 12. I gotta say, it's a really impressive start by this Memphis offense.
11-play drive.
Yeah, 2 long drives. Actually, the first one ended in the interception. That one capped off with points. Different Memphis offense than we saw last week against Michigan.
Here's Rowland on the return. As he tries to change direction, he's taken down near the 25, and then that'll bring out Jordan Ta'amu.
Jordan Ta'amu, DC Defenders. My football moment would have to be in college. We were down 5 with 5 seconds left on the 10-yard line. I throw a fade route to DK Metcalf in that corner. He catches it. We win the game off of that catch. That was probably one of my best moments.
Jordan Ta'amu had so much success at Ole Miss. His senior year back in 2018, he broke the single-season school records for yards per attempt and 9 300-yard passing games. Now having a lot of success with DC as he's trying to connect it there with Powell, but it's incomplete.
A guy that took the unconventional route.
Yes.
Starting at a junior college.
You see all the experience he has had, both in the NFL, but then in pro spring football as well.
Yeah, 6 different NFL teams he's bounced around, but I mentioned he's a mainstay in the spring leagues. Led the USFL in yards in 22, XFL Offensive Player of the Year in 23, second in yards and touchdowns last year in the UFL.
Deion Jackson with the carry as he gets into the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there. We'll listen into the play call.
Let's go straight right. Yellow tip, Z under. Yellow tip, Z under. Get basic. Run the time ready.
Hear that chip, right? That means that running back, Deion Jackson's going to be helping out in protection. Z under's coming from the left side, outside receiver.
Oh, that was denied as Lance Boykin came in defensively in front of Cornell Powell.
A great coverage. Boykin, a guy that defensive coordinator Jaron Horton says just jumps off the tape. And another one that's just a little bit off for Ta'amu. This ball just sails. See, it floats on him a little bit. Didn't drive it the way he wanted to.
Timeout.
As the end of the first quarter, Memphis, they've held the ball 17 plays to DC's 8. A field goal lead for the underdog Showboats here in DC. Action continues week 2 of the UFL. Tomorrow, the Roughnecks and Renegades will be noon on ESPN. And then it's San Antonio and St. Louis to round out the weekend. That'll be on FS1.
St. Louis sure looked good week 1.
Yes.
Running the football. Them, the Stallions, DC, all kind of congregating as a few of the best in the UFL so far. But it's early, as we see tonight. Memphis not looking like the 2-8 team we saw last year.
Birmingham came back, bounced back last night against Michigan after this DC team was all over them with the 8 sacks a week ago. Paxton Brooks, his second punt of the night. As he knuckles this. And it's fielded by Henny off the bounce, and he's taken down there at 29. A flag comes down opposite side of the field.
The kick.
So we got to go from the end of the kick. Okay, during the kick, 28 receiving team. Yeah, into the kick. During the kick, holding, return team number 28. The penalty is 10 yards from the end of the kick. Going to be first down Memphis.
Let's bring in our ESPN betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron, I look at this over-under total, and I sit here, and we got a field goal on the board. That's it. UFL's been trending unders this season.
That it has. It's 4-1 to the under so far. San Antonio Arlington was the only game we saw go over the projected total, and that, of course, was with a field goal with 19 seconds left. So, yes, unders have been a trend, and this is a trend that goes back to even last season, and that's why we've seen this total drop from 36.5 to 31.5.
And I see you posted that live number there on our graphics. Is that, Aaron, that over-under live number, that thing's dropped down? What I see, that 31 and a hook there?
As for the defenders, they're laying 2.5 points now.
Here we go. Off right.
So DC is minus 2.5 on the live action. Over-under came in at 36.5 on the close at kickoff, and it's 3-zip here in the second quarter. Here's Prince. Prince breaks free to the outside. Good run by Deneric Prince.
Well, it's just a great read by Prince. This is supposed to go up inside. Watch him bounce this to the outside after it gets clogged up. Really good job. Field vision there from Deneric Prince.
On that big hit by Taylor Hawkins at the end of it.
Prince, a guy that was on the Dolphins practice squad last year, just needs more game tape and put together a couple plays like that. He's going to get another look.
Played 2 games with the Chiefs a couple of years ago. Here he is again. Oh, what a move. Flag comes in. They may walk this back, but you can see the nimble ability combined with the speed of Deneric Prince.
Number 4, offense. 10 yards from that spot. Good spot. Okay.
During the run, holding. Number 10, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Did it have Ken Wisenhunt back to action? So many were concerned when he took the leave of absence, but had a great visit with coach this week. He's excited to be back. Great. Here's Perry. Perry able to get away from the defender.
Hey, stay up,
and
Bert,
he's
you're a
a
better
very
athlete.
good elusive athlete when you give him a chance. You can see him reaching for his abdomen, remember, on that first possession.
Yeah, he's
Get to the final formation. We got to go. Time out. Come on. Why are we shoving? Return.
That was E.J. Perry on the last drive, and that is what the son of a football coach sounds like.
Oh, no doubt.
His father, E.J. Perry II, was a legendary high school coach for years in Massachusetts. In fact, E.J. played at Andover High for his dad, and as a senior was the Boston Globe Player of the Year. Jacob Capote in on the play there. Big hit from DeAndre Baker.
Great read from Baker there, but E.J. Perry, he's a sneaky athlete. Ran a 4.65 at the combine, second fastest of his quarterback class. He does a really good job of stepping up through the pocket at times as well. Something to keep an eye on here, the mobility of E.J. Perry on 3rd and long.
Watch that play clock here.
Memphis has called their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's 30 seconds.
Earlier.
Correction. Media timeout.
35-second play clock in the UFL.
Yeah, let's do it.
Take a break. The Showboats facing a 3rd and 15 when we return to Washington, D.C. Well, Memphis has exhausted their timeouts. Play clock was running down moments ago. Now E.J. Perry facing a 3rd and 15. Ken Wisenhunt, former Super Bowl head coach and play caller, against Greg Williams, longtime NFL defensive coordinator. That's the matchup of play callers, 3rd and 15. Here's Perry. 4-man rush. He's going to check down out of the backfield. Capote can't get anything at all. Anthony Hines was right there for the tackle.
Yeah, Hines is so good, man. One of the best in the UFL. Had a monster game last week as well, making another big tackle.
Here with Greg Williams, you said that was one of your adjustments from last week to come up, make the tackle, keep the ball in front of you.
Yeah, the big thing that and how we went across, that we crushed the pocket and made the quarterback have to throw quick and hot. And they tried to pick the linebacker. They don't ever call it a pick. They call it a rub on offense, but it's a pick. But Hines did a great job, and that's who I alerted right before the play. We saw how wide he was. Heinzer don't get picked, and he didn't get picked. It was a nice play.
Good stuff, Coach. Hey, Jordan, rubs on offense are legal, right?
Oh, picks are legal.
What are we doing?
Here's Chris Rowland on the return after an absolute moon bomb of a punt by Matt Mengel. Went for 50 yards. Hey, Sam Acho is up in the booth for Memphis.
And I'm standing right next to the defensive coordinator for the Memphis Showboats, Jaron Horton. Coach Horton, what are you expecting now in this drive?
Right now, it's been all 11 personnel, so we're trying to see if they're going to come out in 12 personnel or 20 personnel and see if they're going to try to give us a different look.
So 20 personnel, 2 backs, 12 personnel, that's 2 tight ends. He's saying big nickel.
Tight nickel sting 3. Tight nickel sting 3. Hey, nickel right, nickel right. Hey, give me this, give me this, give me this. Yeah, tight nickel sting 3. Tight nickel sting 3.
Slot. Did they do what you expect?
We're gonna put 20 in a pressure right here. Hopefully we can get them to run into them.
DC's only had 8 offensive plays.
That's good. That's good. That's what we're trying to get right there. Trying to send a nickel.
Yard and a half. BJ Hall with the tackle.
Tight will 56. Tight will 56.
All right, so 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10.
We're probably thinking another RPO. Potentially we're playing cover 6 right here. Quarter, half, quarters to the strength. We should be nickel left. Nickel left. Hey, alert the shot or RPO.
Shotgun near.
Why shot?
Flip indicated.
Condensed set. Here we go. Alert shot.
RPO.
Smith again. And a great run fit by Memphis to set up a 3rd down. Let's bring in Memphis's head coach, Ken Wisenhunt. First of all, Coach, great that you're back. Everybody's thrilled to have you back on the sidelines. Assess things so far with your team for us.
We're fighting. We're doing a good job. We just got to clean up some of the little things because we've had some opportunities. Obviously, we've had a couple of penalties, and we've not done great with our timeouts, so we got to work on that. But I like the way our team's fighting and working.
Coach, what's working in the run game so far?
We're getting good on the zones, on the outside zones. We're getting good movement, and we're hitting the crease. Those have been working. We just got to keep, we got to keep doing things, mixing them up and making plays.
Now, there's a completion on 3rd down to Ty Scott. Flag is down, most likely offside. We will check on that, but the completion on 3rd down, and Coach, likely moves the chains.
Yeah, Coach, real quick, one more for you. How's EJ's health? He was complaining a little bit about the left side. Is he doing okay, gutting through some pain?
Yeah, he's doing okay. He said he's good to go, which, you like that, the competitive side of him, so we're going to keep him in there right now.
Ken, we'll let you get back to work. Thanks for the visit.
You got it. Thank you.
The 12-yard reception to Ty Scott on 3rd down, so it's a 1st down for the defenders. Abram Smith. Keep going as he makes it to the 47. Loose.
Got Tess here with Mike DeLillo, the backup quarterback for DC. Just want you to walk us through what you're hearing from Coach Keiss up in the booth, what we could see coming up on this next play.
Yeah, right here we're going to have a full max protection here, 7-man pro. We're going to go vertical here, so we're really looking to put the button on their free side. So let's see if it works.
There is the pass protection. There is the shot downfield. Oh, and wide open, but unable to handle it is Jaden Mickens.
They're giving us that all day long, so we're going to come back to it for sure.
Good call, Mike.
Thanks.
Great play call here. Little switch by the inside receivers. Mickens wide open. And just doesn't haul it in. That was a surefire touchdown.
Shannon Harris, the DC Defenders interim head coach. Sam.
Coach, what happened on that last play?
We busted the coverage. We didn't carry the vertical at 2. We need our safety number 7, Eli, to take that one. Here we go.
What are you doing now?
We're playing cover 6 right here. Oh, we got to
Ta'amu able to get it with his legs. Good work by Jordan Ta'amu. And the first defenders play into Memphis territory tonight.
Yeah, Steel Chambers out here in space. You're going to see just lose his vision and contain on Ta'amu as he does a great job of stepping up into the cover 2 side. Right, you heard the defense coordinator say cover 6, cover 2 on one side, cover 4 on the other. Great job by Ta'amu seeing that and using his legs.
Play action. Ta'amu with time and gets it complete to Chris Rowland.
Boy, look at the play action just affecting all these linebackers. Watch the flow here from the second level. Really opens up that over route to Roland. Great touch throw that time by Tomu.
Coach,
18-yard reception.
We got to make our tackles.
They got
contain
man.
the quarterback. Got to contain the quarterback right now.
They know it's man.
Yeah, no, I know. Pass.
Jackson gets to the 24-yard line, tackled by Steel Chambers, the former Ohio State star, as well as Isaiah Green May.
Tight will Tampa. So hurry up, we can't stop when they're not stopping, guys. We can't do this.
Yeah, they were slow at the ball.
I got you.
Just ask.
Tampa too. I called Tampa because our corner was giving me the signal that he needs a blow. He got stopped. I got you.
2nd and 6 to Amu. Over the middle, and it is complete as he goes to Moore, the big tight end. And then a late flag comes in at the end of the play.
15. Probably.
So we've got a face mask. We don't see a number on it.
Nope.
So it's going to add 15. We're going to take it to the 2-yard line. To the 2-yard line. Okay.
A foul, face mask, defense. The penalty will place the ball at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
13.
See the face mask right there. Adewusi. Things you never knew. Your defense coordinator has to call a certain coverage because a corner is tired.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You're sitting on the couch. You never realize all the things you have to juggle as a play caller. And now, backup quarterback Mike DeLillo in the game. They like to run with him. Expect something downhill. Quarterback run.
1st and goal. Mike DeLillo in. And there is the quarterback run, but they take out his feet at the 3-yard line. Excellent play by Walker.
Look at Eli Walker just come straight through the line of scrimmage. Great job. Watch him knife right through right here. DeLillo's a big quarterback, man. About 215 pounds, big lower body. Great job of knowing what was coming and blowing that up. And now Jordan Ta'amu back in the game.
They only had 8 plays prior to this drive. Now this is going to be the 11th play of this drive.
Play action to the right.
Ta'amu trying to get there himself as he goes airborne. And they're talking it over. They're saying short of the goal line.
What the effort going airborne. Ball was in his right hand, though. Great look here from the chest cam.
Ortho home defense conversion attempt will happen after a score.
Yep.
Here's your 3rd and goal.
We're good.
Wow! Massive tackle for loss by P.J. Hall.
Boy, P.J. Hall, the big man, 6 foot, 300 pounds, the former 2nd-round draft pick, number 57 overall by Oakland 2018. Still living out the dream here in the UFL with a big stop on the goal line. And right before that play, we saw Dean Blandino giving a look at that play, and he said they were good. The spot was short.
Matt McCrane on to attempt the short field goal to tie the game, and he does. So a long sustained drive by DC, but in the end, one big tackle for loss, and it holds them to 3. Lose.
Here with Coach Shannon Harris. Coach, you tried to call the timeout there. Why?
Yeah, it was something that we didn't like, the look, so we just tried to get that play stopped, but we still could have blocked it properly, but we didn't do it, but we wanted to get a timeout to make sure we had the right call.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep, appreciate it.
3-3. Boy, Aaron said the unders have been trending. Are they ever here? More to come from DC after this. Six.
Tied up back here in DC, and of course we've got the infamous beer snake, guys. Now it's in its infant stages, right? It's about a quarter of the way up. You take a look at the beer snake science. We had to get our big brain out and put together some numbers for y'all. But look at the weight of it. Look at the one there at the bottom. A 50-foot snake's going to weigh about 75 pounds. And these fans here in DC have been loving this, going all the way back to the XFL in 2020. And there have been moments, and who knows, it might happen tonight, where that beer snake will make it to the very, very top row, and then we'll end up having to make a hard right turn along the back aisle.
That's when you're having a good time.
You got it.
Those are 16 ounces, by the way. And it's 48 cups per foot. 3-3 game here in DC.
I think we need a little more scoring, right?
Oh, we're going to add to
those
the beer
beers
snake.
flowing. Yeah, there we go. You can alternate the guys that have to hold it. You know, I think it's heavy.
That's not dime draft, guys.
By the way, Evan Diaz is the name of the guy who's the anchor point for the beer snake. Gets here about an hour before kickoff and gets things ready and started. But, I mean, he's got quite the task throughout the night. Here's what's trending in terms of prop plays. Oh, now they get going. Look at this. We've inspired them by giving them airtime on ABC to add to the beer snake. E.J. Perry on first down. As he goes over the middle and gets it complete to 6'6", D. Anderson.
Greg Williams right now playing a little more soft zone coverage, not the traditional man press across the board. And E.J. Perry taking advantage of it.
Here's Perry on second down, and that was just denied at the last second as D. Anderson was trying to get upfield, but the former first-round NFL draft pick, DeAndre Baker, broke it up.
Oh, you won the Jim Thorpe Award in 2018 for the best DB in the country, and you're seeing why right here. Undercutting that slant route, getting the hand out. It's a good ball, accurate, but Baker all over it.
Of course, you and I often covering the SEC. His 4 years at Georgia, he only allowed 1 touchdown pass.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Third and 1, the Bodie. See where they mark this.
Joe Wallace in there with a big hit. 2-time FCS All-American at Sam Houston State. I love you get a mix of guys. You get guys that played at Georgia at the top of the pinnacle of college football. You got guys that were All-Americans at the FCS level, all still fighting for that dream of playing the NFL. That one indeed came up short.
4th and about a football. So Matt Mango comes on to punt away, his 2nd punt of the evening. Played his college ball at UCLA. Newcomer to the team this year from Memphis. Last played in 2023 with Pittsburgh. And as Mengel skies this, Chris Rowland from the 24. Some exciting stuff coming your way right here on ABC tomorrow at 3 Eastern. It is the Women's National Championship game. UConn taking on South Carolina. The pregame special gets it all started at 2 Eastern. Plus Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi will be doing their own commentary on ESPN, the alternate broadcast. That's 3 Eastern on ABC. Great matchup of powerhouse programs with UConn and South Carolina playing for the national championship.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Kicking team, return team, number 27. The penalty is 15 yards, will be first down.
Big crack back block there. Kelvin Joseph. Oh! Try to take that out of football, right? If you can't see a guy coming, if you're outside of his field of vision, they don't want you putting a lick on him like that. But this league, the energy in this league, special teams and everybody, right? Everybody's trying to make a wow moment.
Everybody's hungry.
Everybody's hungry. Everybody wants to do something that's going to pop on film that the NFL team's going to see and go, hey, that guy plays a little something special.
We've actually had interesting conversations with guys in this league who played in the NFL for a bit, and they talk about the difference, the culture of what's in the locker room. Here's Abram Smith as he tried to cut back against the grain, works his way to the 15-yard line. One conversation we had recently, somebody said, you know, you sort of learn lessons. There's no complacency in the UFL.
Nobody is where they want to be.
That's right.
I played junior college ball. Nobody that plays junior college wants to be at junior college. They want to play D1. They want to be at a different school. Just like here in the UFL, nobody wants to be right here. They all want that 2nd or 3rd opportunity in the NFL, or like some of these FCS guys that never got that first chance, they want to prove they belong there.
We come up on the 2-minute warning. The defenses have been leading the day 3-3 here in D.C. And Wisenhunt back in action for Memphis. This presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. Well, Abram Smith just had a carry for Washington. He had one of the great performances in spring pro football history. That's when he went for 218 yards back in 2023 against St. Louis. Had touchdown runs of 62 yards, of 70 yards. And, you know, you think of the long history of spring football and some of the notables, like guys like Herschel Walker and Mike Rozier, Marcus Dupree, some of the greatest games they had in spring football history. And Abram Smith's right up there.
Yeah, you could put him right up there.
Had a 218-yard game.
Yeah, they need a little more out of him tonight, just 25 yards. Now in the 2-minute drill, they do have all 3 timeouts, so they don't need to necessarily push the pedal to the metal here.
By the way, he also had one of the greatest Sugar Bowl performances. He had 172 yards in Baylor's win over Ole Miss back in 2022. Speaking of Ole Miss, here's Jordan Ta'amu as he connects on the slant with Ty Scott on what was 2nd and 8.
71 Gators.
Fred Kai's the play caller.
Hey, spacing or mesh, spacing or mesh. Tight will auto, red left.
Gators all out, so they're going to see quick outs from all these guys.
Spacing.
3rd and 1. Ta'amu. Oh, that was denied at the last second that time.
Oh, I love this.
There was Kyrie Woods.
So they go quick outs on the outside, and they run rolling right down the middle. Look at him. Scott Free, safety, picks the wrong side, and Ta'amu just leaves it a little short. Oh. Once again, DC had a guy wide open for a touchdown. First one was dropped by Mickens. That one, a little short.
Play game.
What do you think? Was that all arm angle in terms of the trajectory of the throw?
Yeah, I mean, I could have put more on it, honestly, more upfield. I just thought he was that wide open. I just thought to put it on him, but defense made a great play on that. So.
All right, man. Thank you.
Tess, can I just tell you how glad I am that no one ever interviewed me after underthrowing a touchdown? Oh, man.
I was thinking that you'd have fire
out
of your ears.
Gosh. I wouldn't have a job in TV today, that's for sure.
Paxton Brooks, as his punt is fielded at the 41. It is muffed. It is muffed, and there's a fight for the ball. And DC has it. The defenders come up with it.
On the field is a recovery by DC.
Isaiah Henney was the return man who couldn't control it.
Boy, just takes his eyes off it for a second with DC guys breathing heavy down right in front of him, and that is the play that DC needed, right? They've had a drop that would have been a touchdown, an underthrow that might have been a touchdown, missed opportunities, and now they get one back here with 1:22 left in a tie ball game.
Deion Jackson, the running back who plays special teams, came up with the recovery, it appears. So now a second chance for Jordan Ta'amu after that missed opportunity. Ta'amu looks Smith's way as a vehicle to go downfield, and once again unable to connect with Powell. So he pumped to the left before he took the shot, and it's incomplete.
Boy, just hasn't been super sharp tonight. That time, great pump. He moved the corner, got him to bite, and just behind on that one. Here's what happens when you're a quarterback and you start to try to place the football. Because your guys are so wide open, you're like, okay, don't overthrow them. You short arm it.
You guide it.
You guide it, and it comes up short. That's 2 times in a row. DC has a touchdown.
2nd and 10. Ta'amu, a little bit of pressure, man in his face as he had to throw it high to the outside, so it'll be 3rd down.
And unfortunately, sometimes that happens. Because remember, let's go back to that drop by Mickens that was a perfect throw that would have been a touchdown. Now as a quarterback, you go, oh man, he dropped that. Now I got to make it easier on him. And you start to think too much. You react less. Your instincts don't take over.
It's 3rd and 10 after the muff punt was recovered by DC. Tamu drives the ball downfield and complete to Scott. And it's a first down at the 20-yard line for the defender.
And that's a laser. That is a great answer by Jordan Ta'amu. Put that one right on the money in a tight window.
21-yard reception. Tamu gonna go underneath. This is rolling again. Now DC does have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, probably use one here.
Give me a... DC has called their first charge timeout. Please put
Shannon
43
Harris,
seconds
the interim
on the clock.
head coach.
And after leaving a few balls short, I love seeing Ta'amu step into that. Look at this. He's going to hitch up, one more hitch, and rip this one right in a tight window. Right on the money to Ty Scott.
Ty Scott, who has NFL camp experience with Seattle and with Kansas City.
Hey, he hit him in the head. He hit him in the head. Helmet to helmet is helmet to helmet. 1 + 1 is 2. We gotta go. Come on.
Have to be defenseless.
Yes, sir. It was defenseless. That was defenseless.
Shannon Harris pleading his case. Of course, everything is seen by Dean Blandino and Mike Pereira in the replay command center. Dean, what do you say about the argument that Shannon Harris is making there?
Well, I think the key is we don't have a defenseless player. The receiver made the catch. Now he's a runner, so the only foul you can have is crown of the helmet. So shoulder to the head, forearm to the head is legal. It was a shoulder to the head, so that's legal on a ball carrier, not a defenseless player.
Good, clear explanation from our VP of officiating, Dean Blandino, who's working the game in the command center. Tamu pressure, tries to spin out of it, and then is ripped down and tackled right away. That was Boogie Roberts coming up with the play.
Yeah, it's going to be the initial pressure here off the left side, and then Roberts is going to loop around and be right where Ta'amu is, trying to scramble away. Great
DC
job
has
by
called their
Boogie.
second charge timeout of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in length.
By the way, one of the great personalities in the league.
That guy, not just a football player, does commercials as well. He models for North Face and Nike.
Went to San Jose State, has his SAG card with national TV acting experience in national commercials.
He said, look, 1 week, this is what I want to be when I grow up. 1 week, I want to be in the WWE. You know a thing about that. He said, the next week, I want to be cooking with Martha Stewart. That's range right there.
That is range.
And also bringing down quarterbacks and eating them for
Snoop
lunch.
Dogg a little bit. Yeah. Hanging out in the WWE and then hanging out with Martha Stewart.
No doubt.
It's going to be a 3rd and 14 under 30 seconds to play in this first half.
He's out of this too, just because of the distance. Good,
3rd and 14 for Tamu. And he gets it complete, but struggling to try to surge ahead to that line is Ty Scott.
It's 4th down?
Yeah, just 4th down.
He's going to let it run.
Clock is counting down. They do have a timeout.
They're going to let this tick down, call a timeout, kick a field goal.
And that is exactly how they will manage things. Is Shannon Harris, the interim head coach, putting his team in position to take the lead.
I'm coming down right now.
Field goals not bad here. Remember, they're going to get the ball after half as well, so they can get points here and then with some momentum get the ball after half.
You're listening to our betting analyst, Erin Dolan. She put the number forward that the unders have been trending heavy in the UFL early on. This thing closed at 36.5. Live action dipped much lower. We could have a 6-3 game here.
Hey, stock market's all over the place. Bitcoin's all over the place. You want to make some money? Bet some unders in the UFL.
See if Matt McCrane can break this tie. 30-yard attempt. Trey Berry, the snapper. Paxton Brooks, the holder. McCrane. Up and through.
Well, Coach, you didn't have the ball much in the first quarter. You finally got the ball, got some rhythm. What were your assessments of the second quarter?
Yeah, in the first quarter, offensively, we didn't sustain the drive like we should have, like we were accustomed to doing. And we left the defense down the field way too long. So we got to be better at sustaining drives offensively and keep the defense fresh and let them sit on the sideline, because we know what we can do up front with our guys when they're fresh, you know what I mean? So the second half, we got to get established run again, and then we got to come out, and then we got to put points on the board with touchdown, not field goal.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Over to you, Sam.
Coach Wisenhunt, low-scoring game. What's your feeling about how it's going so far?
Well, I think we started good. We had some good plays early in the first half, but I think we've missed some opportunities here as we went along, you know, and they took advantage of it. So we're going to go back in here, regroup, come out. We're excited. We're ready to go. Hopefully we'll get some points.
What's the message to the team at halftime?
Well, I mean, you're playing against a good team, and you know, right now where it is, we're down a field goal. We shouldn't even be that, but we've had our chances. We made some plays. We just got to work some things out, and we'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
I think both teams feel that way, that they had their chances for more. But it's been field goals here at Audi Field. 6-3, home team on top. I'm going to tell you all about the beer snake when we return. No, I got it. I'll read you a yeah. Just give me a good 20, you know, I'll get you in 20 seconds. You'll have a roll cue. Beer after beer, they've made his, okay, ready? Sounds good. Here we go. Halftime here at Audi Field in Washington, D.C., and the D.C. Defenders have a 6-3 lead in what has been a defensive struggle against Memphis. The UFL in many ways is really common sense, fun football. All access, innovative, embracing technology, gambling, and more. And it takes great pride in simply serving the fan well. But it's the fans who are well served that have created the buzz here in Washington. With beer after beer, they've made this home venue one of the most distinct of all. Halftime here at Audi Field in Washington, D.C., and the D.C. Defenders have a 6-3 lead in what has been a defensive struggle against Memphis. The UFL in many ways is really common sense, fun football. All access, innovative, embracing technology, gambling, and more. And it takes great pride in simply serving the fan well. But it's the fans who are well served that have created the buzz here in Washington. With beer after beer, they've made this home venue one of the most distinct of all. Halftime here at Audi Field in Washington, D.C., and the D.C. Defenders have a 6-3 lead in what has been a defensive struggle against Memphis. The UFL in many ways is really common sense, fun football. All access, innovative, embracing technology, gambling, and more. And it takes great pride in simply serving the fan well. But it's the fans who are well served that have created the buzz here in Washington. With beer after beer, they've made this home venue one of the most distinct of all.
For years, we Americans have wrung our hands about the decline of manufacturing. we've fretted over our crumbling infrastructure, and we've eulogized many a Rust Belt town. But it's not fair to say that the age of American enterprise is truly over, because we still make things in this country. Sprawling, majestic, sticky things.
Beer snake is a collective stack of cups, starts small and grows rather tall.
Cups! 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 The energy is palpable right now.
A beer snake is people having a good time.
Yeah!
And the crowds.
You don't beat the beer snake!
In our nation's capital, fans of the UFL's DC Defenders are drinking a lot of beer and stacking lots of cups together. And they're shockingly good at it.
It has begun! I'll start right when I get into the stadium, about an hour before kickoff.
We have the DC conductors.
Cops, here we go, boom! Boom, what we got? Boom, boom, boom!
They're up and down the stands collecting cups to add to the beer snakes.
There we go, appreciate it, appreciate it.
Perfect cup, the 24-ounce beer. We do have a lot of people who will try and put their smaller cups in there.
Can't do the little ones?
Unfortunately, this is the one situation size matters.
Not the little ones. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's big. I'm gonna go connect it right now.
It might be dumb guy Tetris, but these folks are organized. And like few other fan bases, they actually got the team on board. Eventually.
We had a beer snake going, and Audi Field Security went ahead and dismantled the beer snake.
They have a tradition here amongst Defenders fans. They make a beer cup snake out of their empty beer cups, and the stadium security took it away from them.
And at the time, you could get a vodka lemonade in a smaller cup, and those vodka lemonades had lemons in it.
So now the fans are revolting.
Let's just say those lemons ended up on the field.
The fans are throwing lemons. Yep. The referees are clearing the players off the field for player safety.
Our fans in DC were adamant about expressing themselves this way. We want to highlight them. We want to highlight their creativity. I mean, you do not turn away that beer snake.
So, like our founding fathers, the fans and the team worked together to come up with some rules.
First and foremost, drink responsibly. We don't want to have to get escorted out of the game. Number two, don't throw the cups. You have to get everything together, stack it up, add it in. The biggest rule at the end is that it all has to come down into the recycle bins before the end of the game. Say from the bottom to the top. This thing goes 40 rows up and it goes across the top of the stadium. So it's got to be at least 5,000 cups. Price of beer these days, it's got to be $75,000, $100,000 to build this thing.
What the f? 100 grand? But you know what? I think everyone wins here. The fans got their beer, the team got its cash, and everyone gets to snake.
I mean, there's thousands of people just with one goal, and everybody's on the same team. Nobody's against it. Everybody's working together, and you're all best friends for that 3 hours.
Let's get more. More action. More unforgettable. Let's get more. More action. More unforgettable. More football. More of what you love.
Taking a deep shot, let's go.
Well, the UFL, more action, more memories, more defense here in D.C. It's a 6-3 game with the defenders on top of Memphis. Let's bring in Aaron Dolan, our betting analyst. Boy, we were screaming unders in the UFL as the big trend. Look at this score, Aaron.
I mean, it feels like death, taxes, and UFL unders at this point. We've seen this drop 9 points from the closing total 36.5 all the way down to 27.5. And then on the Memphis side, at least we saw some player props cash the over. But I will say, as for DC, we thought they were going to be really good coming into this game. Only one player, Ty Scott, has hit over his yardage prop so far. So hopefully things get going in that second half. Right now, DC laying 5.5 points.
Tom Luganbill is with Ty Scott's play caller. Luke?
I'm here with Fred Keiss right now. He's going over the game plan with Shannon Harris. What are you wanting to accomplish here to start off the third quarter, Coach?
We just have missed opportunities. I mean, we're getting it done, but we're not getting it done. We had a couple of missed assignments down there at the goal line to bust them. We had too many drops. Tamu's playing really well. We just got to catch the ball, block, and we got to get out of here.
Get back to the running game here?
Yeah, we definitely got to start back with a running game and get our tempo going.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Sam?
So a little bit of a different perspective from the Memphis locker room. They actually think that they have opportunities to pick the ball off from Jordan Ta'amu. They talked about his inaccuracy. They said he's going to throw us the ball. So defensively, they're hoping for interceptions on this first drive. On the offensive side of the ball, they said they are one big play away. That was Ken Wisenhunt's message. We are one play away. Stay the course, stay together.
What do you think of that reaction from Jaron Horton, the defensive coordinator of Memphis, and what they think they can take advantage of against Ta'amu?
Well, it's a double-edged sword right now, right? Ta'amu is definitely a little inaccurate, so there is an opportunity to pick it off and get a turnover, but also there's been 2 or 3 times that should have been touchdowns because guys were wide open. So schematically, I think Horton needs to get back into a little 2-shell, keep everything in front, limit some of those explosive opportunities that have been there so far for DC.
Penalty here as that kick did not, I believe, get to the landing zone. Progressive. Here are the Progressive first half stats.
Yeah, it was a tale of 2 quarters, right? Memphis Showboats started hot in the first quarter, bunch of yards, bunch of drives down the field, and then kind of got cold in the second quarter. It was all defenders from there on out. So the adjustments at halftime could be paramount to see which team or which offense shows up. Saw some good and bad from both in that first half.
There is Jordan Ta'amu. Talked about his great football memory and moment being his 2018 season with Ole Miss. A long-time pro player, spots in the NFL, and a long run in spring football. We'll start with Jackson. And Jackson gets it out to the 47, tackled by Jalen Allen.
See, those big opportunities that DC has missed so far have really come when Memphis is in a one-high defense. One safety, they've been able to move him, get guys open. The reason Memphis gets in one high is because DC starts to run the football well. So the more they run the football, the more those shots will start to continue opening up for DC.
2nd and 3. Jackson is driven back that time. That was Zeke Vandenberg, who had been the FCS Defensive Player of the Year when he was starring at Illinois State. Short Jackson, and this time the extra effort will get them the first down.
A big collision there, right at the sticks. Eli Walker came down from his safety position, just didn't wrap up. Deion Jackson, and here's the tempo that offensive coordinator Keiss said they wanted to get back into for DC.
Jackson again as he makes his way down to the 43-yard line. Fred Kai is the offensive coordinator. See what he calls here on 2nd and 4. Ta'amu. And just beyond Ty Scott.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Bunch right. Bunch right.
Here we go. 3rd and 4. We're going to go right here.
Y spacing. 352. Y spacing.
Tight nickel. Check. Tight nickel stink 3. Tight nickel stink 3. Nickel left. Nickel left. Yeah, bunch.
He didn't run the switch route.
Watch space. 352. Quick protection. The ball should come out. Going to get 3 or 4 guys just on the other side of the sticks here.
3rd and 4. There's Smith out of the backfield. Turns upfield and gets extra yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they're going to leak Abram Smith out to the flats. Everybody else is just sitting right over the sticks there. Eyes on the quarterback. Nobody goes with Abrams. Excuse me, Abram Smith there. And hopefully that gets Ta'amu back in rhythm, right? We saw another miss here on what could have been a big play downfield to Ty Scott.
1st down. Ta'amu wants to take a shot downfield. And is that ball intercepted? What a play that time by Lance Boykin. Wow, at the 1-yard line. The body control and staying with it. He secures the ball.
Oh, it's a really good job of turning to play the football. Separation there. Powell goes in between his legs. Oh, I think his right foot. Right foot maybe on the chalk there. A heck of a play, but I don't think that one's going to stand as an interception.
Out of bounds. This is incomplete. We're going to go back to the previous spot.
See how quick Dean Blandino is. He just says incomplete.
28-yard line? 28-yard line, 1st and 10. We're on the left hash.
The transparency in the officiating
After review,
for the fan here in the UFL is
unbelievable. 2nd down for
That's
DC.
going to be incomplete. Sam.
Hey, I'm here with Lance Boykin. Lance, great pick, but they called it incomplete. How you feeling right now?
Don't worry about that. We out here grinding. It's nothing.
What's next?
We're going to keep balling.
You going back out there or you taking a quick break?
That's what I do. I'm going to be back for sure.
Appreciate it, Lance.
Oh, yeah.
What's next? They got oxygen on the benches down there? I think he's more tired from the celebration than he was the actual interception.
He just covered a man for 28 yards, made a juggling catch, and then is willing to talk to Sam Acho. Amazing access. 2nd and 10. That ball was incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking for Antonio.
Boy, it was great position by Boykin.
Is it in the goal? Where is it?
Here we go, here we go.
3rd down and 10. Ta'amu. Pocket started to collapse on him as he tried to check it down to Abram Smith. Well, the Memphis defense did not get awarded the interception as Boykin was out of bounds, but they did their job on 3rd and 4th and on 2nd and 3rd down.
Yeah, that defensive front for Memphis. Jalen Allen there with a great 2nd effort to get some pressure on Ta'amu and good coverage downfield. That's really the difference for this Memphis defense. The defensive front, a lot of NFL experience across the board for that revamped group.
McCrane, he's hit from 22 and 30, this from 46. And he puts it through. 9-3 DC. There's McCrane. A lot of NFL experience with Arizona, the Raiders, the Steelers. And here having a good night for the DC Defenders. Hey, coach. Back here in D.C., a 9-3 score with the home team on top. This year's NFL Draft is in Green Bay. 3-day event starts on Thursday, April 24th. Going to have every pick covered on ESPN, but also available on the NFL Network and ABC coverage that focuses on the prospects' journey to the draft. There's DeAndre Baker, of course. He was a first-round pick in the NFL Draft back in 2019.
They might get a beer snake going in Green Bay for the draft.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. I mean, shouldn't they be universal? Shouldn't every stadium be at least attempting it?
Should be mandatory.
DC with the lead here. After their first 2 drives, they had 8 total plays for 21 yards. Didn't score. There's Lassiter on the return. And then since then, 30 plays, 138 yards, and the field goals. Well, there's Kai Loxley, really great athlete, 6'4", 210, from nearby Baltimore, played at UTEP, and he is the son, head coach of the Terps, Maryland head coach Mike Loxley, who joins us now. Mike, great to always visit with you. How you doing as a dad being here on the sideline?
I know. What's up, Joe? What's going on, Jordan, man? Great to be on with you guys. It's great to have an opportunity to come to a venue like this place, Audi Field, and to get to see my son play, which, you know, he's been up in Canada for a few years, and I wasn't able to get up there, but a short drive over, had dinner at the restaurant up at Grill Marks in College Park, and the family came down to check out young Kai, my baby boy.
Coach, tell me this, more nerves coaching in a national championship or standing here watching your son play a professional football game?
It's standing here as a dad, man. That's why I didn't wear any Terp gear. I wore bright green neon so he could see me. You know, I'm one of those dads, man. Just to have the opportunity to see him. A year ago, he kind of was a volunteer coach for us. I've tried to convince him to get into the family business, but he wants to keep trying this pro football thing, and as long as he's playing in a league like this, which what a great developmental league this is for guys like a Kai who are still have that football itch and may have opportunities to develop. And he was a quarterback, and now he's working as a receiver.
And Mike, it's great also, and I know you appreciate it, to have Ken Wisenhunt back after his short leave of absence on the sideline, coaching up your son.
Yeah, it is, man. Sent out prayers out to Ken, and I know he's one of those guys that has been a great offensive mind for a long time, and it's great to see him back on the sideline again, guys.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. E.J. Perry, the quarterback for Memphis, 3rd and 4 as he drives the ball and gets it complete, and that'll move the chains as he connects with Jonathan Adams.
All right, Coach, put your offensive coordinator hat on. If you had to dial up a play for Kai, what's he best at right now?
You know what? I've seen a lot of one-high man coverage, and with his length and his size, just let him run down the 9 route down the sideline, give him a 50-50 ball, and see if he can make a play or not.
Here's Perry on 1st down. Perry, he's got good legs when he wants to, but he gets rid of it smartly to Adams. Flag is down. I don't know if Perry perhaps
10 beyond.
Lost the line of scrimmage there.
So that's a good spot.
Line of scrimmage is about the 41-yard line. He was flirting with that line.
Illegal forward pass, offense number 5. Beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul with a loss of down. 2nd down.
Hey, Coach, we wish you the best with spring football just up the road with Maryland. Always great to visit with you. And now you can go back to being, you know what, let's stay with you for one more play because look who's coming.
Number 1 just trotted on.
Look who's coming into the game.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Let's hear what Mike Loxley, as a dad, thinks of watching Kai out there on the field as a pro.
Jason, we have a legal pass. His right foot was at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, wow.
So this is going to be, we've got the 20-yard line out of bounds, 1st and 10, right hash.
This is excellent that Dean Blandino immediately looks at it and says, hold on, watch the right foot.
Remember, any part of the quarterback's body is behind that line. It's a valid forward pass, and so that right foot just behind the 41-yard line there. Great job by Dean and the guys in the command center.
So it goes as a completed pass. And Kai Loxley in at wide receiver as his father and Maryland head coach Mike Loxley is with us live.
Middle field's closed there. Cloud.
Capote takes it ahead. Mike, we'll let you be a dad.
All
Enjoy
right.
it all. Always great to visit with you, my friend.
Thanks, Joe. Good to see you
Thanks,
guys.
Coach.
All right.
You know, that is a great example of what we talked about earlier with what just happened with the replay command center.
Yeah.
You get the big play. We saw it. It looked like he was over the line. Blandino looks at it, immediately gets to them and says, no, listen, that's first down. Place the ball there. Let's go. Let's play some football. So the big play stands. Capote on second down. And as he will work it to the 15-yard line, Sonogo with the tackle. It'll be third down from there.
This is where Memphis has not been able to convert. Down in the red zone.
Third and 5.
And coverage.
Perry. Incomplete. It was just to the outside of 6'6" D. Anderson.
Yeah, it looked like E.J. Perry wanted to work outside to Loxley, actually. Look, you see him looking far to his left, and then kind of late comes back to D. Anderson. He's got pressure in his face. I think he was kind of caught in between where he wanted to go with that football. He was looking at Loxley at first, trying to get coach and dad on the sidelines a touchdown to celebrate, but pressure ended up closing down on him. And another stop by this DC defense in the red zone.
Matt Coughlin on for the 33-yard attempt. In his pro career, he's missed only 3 field goals out of the 40 pro attempts. Last year was most accurate in the UFL. And he brings it to a field goal margin. A big play by E.J. Perry to put them in position. Good ruling by Dean Blandino, and a field goal secured for the Showboats. Right on it early, all right.
Ball's going in the A gap. On the other ones, on the sucker play, the ball's going to bend all the way out the back door. You follow me? Make sure the other guy knows. It's going to be A gap. Look inside first on double. Look to bend it outside on sucker, all right? That's right. So you'll hit 35
And it's Jim Turner, who was the interim head coach a week ago.
Right? And then on the other one, on the sucker, you're going to bounce that ball. It's going all the way out the back door. And I'll show you that here in a second. Hey, is he mugging on me? And the mugger's
Memphis offense just came down the field. Big play by E.J. Perry to put them in position. I mean, both offenses had the opportunity to break through with touchdowns, but we just haven't had it. 9-6. Once again, the penalty flag comes in as the landing zone was not reached. What's up, Lukes?
Hey guys, and with backup quarterback here, Mike DeLillo again. We're going to take you through a series here offensively. You got the call yet on this one, Mike? What do you got?
Yeah, we're going to run some sort of under concept here. So we got a nub set to the tight end. He's going to run the corner out, and then we got a levels concept behind it. So we're working the corner back to the levels concept. So we'll see what happens here.
You guys are really close, man. I mean, you've been an inch off here, an inch off there. Left probably 3 touchdowns on the field. What's the progression read here for Jordan?
We're going to start with 87, Ben Bresnahan. We're going to start on the corner out there. Then we're going to work the under to 14, and then we're going to have a spray dig by the inside guy to our big boy post.
All right, let's see what happens.
To Amu. Let's see the progression. There is the first choice, as he said, was Ben Bresnahan, but he was well covered by Lance Boykin, who made that outrageous play moments ago that we thought was an interception, then overturned.
Yeah, that corner is really an alert for the quarterback. If you get man-to-man coverage and you like it, take the shot. I don't love this one because the corner had outside leverage the whole way. Nowhere to really go with that football. If the corner is trailing or inside, you can leave it outside. That's a tough one. If I was Tomu there, move on to that under route, get 3 or 4 yards, get in a better situation on second down.
And also Boykin's a big corner.
Yes.
He goes 6'2". So the tight end doesn't necessarily have a huge advantage there.
All right, little underneath throw right there to the wide side of the field here. Let's hear what Fred Kais has to say. Mike, you got the call yet?
11 personnel. Bunch. No, let's go. Texas right bunch. Texas right bunch. Ram, go switch. Ram, go switch.
Play that we had last
get a
time.
tee out. Get a tee out.
Hurry. No, so we're going to have a tight bunch set. We hopefully get him in that cover 2 look.
Try to get that seam.
Exactly. We're going to have that. We're going to burst our guy out in motion. So we're going to switch vertical concept. Put the conflict.
Watch the switch vertical right here.
We're down in 10. To Amu, incomplete. It was thrown a little high for Cornell Powell.
That great coverage this time. Jaron Horton, the defense coordinator for Memphis, last time said, I wanted my safety to carry that vertical. This time he carried it, and Tomu was forced to throw that one high to the outside on the second or third read.
It's great that Mike DeLillo gives us that access with Luke's. You hear the offensive coordinator, then you hear the backup quarterback dissect it for Luke's, and then you see it come to reality out on the field. Brooks' 4th punt of the evening. He turns this ball over, and it's fielded at the 12-yard line by Henny. Spins his way to the 19. That is where E.J. Perry and Memphis will take over. Well, here's what happened last night as Birmingham, the defending champs, bounced back with a win at Michigan.
On another former Ole Miss quarterback, Matt Corral, with the big throw there after Alex Magoo, the starting quarterback, went down with an injury.
To a former Clemson star in Kane, the receiver. So that's what happened last night as Birmingham bounces back after this DC team defeated them. Of course, tomorrow on ESPN, it's going to be Houston and Arlington. The Renegades look very good in week 1. Prince able to get the shoulders low enough to drive ahead just over the 20-yard line.
You know, interesting, on the call earlier this week with Ken Wisenhunt, he said, I'm going to play both quarterbacks. Don't know when. It's been an E.J. Perry night, and I think it's going to stay that way.
Good seam that time by Prince. Flag is down.
Dresser. So Looks like it's going to be a penalty here, but we're going to go with you on this, on some of the play calling, what we're expecting. So what are you expecting on this next play?
We'll see what we get from coach, but go tempo run there. We'll be backed up a little bit here, so some sort of backed up pass and try to beat the pressure. If they play a little tempo too, which they do, then try to find a hole somewhere. So see what EJ does here.
47.
So we got wristband 47, it sounds like. What play call is that?
Flex left strong, F short, key left, F ocean wide turn. So
what happened?
Hopefully we get a little bit of cover 3 here or some type of zone. We got 2 curls on each side, and then we got by the F, we got a dip route to sit over the middle, kind of like an OTB. So see what we get here.
OTB over the ball. Who are you looking at?
I'm reading off the middle. They brought pressure, I'm trying to replace it to the middle.
Perry had to try to check down to Bodie, and that was broken up. So it's going to be a 3rd and 18.
So now we got 3rd and 18. You said that was a good play, but what do you expect now, or what are you hearing when we get the play call?
Let's go ocean turn, 47, 47.
Same thing, calling the same play here.
So then what changes on 3rd and 18 versus 2nd and 18 if you're the QB?
For me, I'm thinking just get a completion here, get half of it back, in the ball or in the drive with the ball in our hands, at least punt it away. If you see something pop that's big, then take it, but be smart here, and let's end this drive with the ball in our hands.
There's E.J. Perry. From his own 1-yard line, just had to go underneath for the shallow crosser to Adams, so they will be punting away with compromised field position as they will try to flip the field.
Yeah, just an overload pressure from DC. Good protection up front, but not many play calls for 3rd and forever. DC set back in zone coverage, and E.J. Perry lucky to get a completion and get a punt off here. That's a great stand there by this DC defense.
Matt Mangle with his heels just inside his own goal line will be punting away to the very dangerous Jaden Mickens, who was a kickoff returner in the Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and an exceptional punt returner for Jacksonville in the NFL, as well as Mangle. It came off the side of his foot.
Jordan, what are you thinking here? What are you hearing?
Just gotta keep it in front of us, make smart decisions, and score the touchdown. Let's go. Let's get in the box.
Get the call yet?
Yeah, get in that huddle, Luke's. Run out. Oh, he's going out there with him, too.
This is unbelievable. Tom Louisville is literally
Luke's awareness
running out with the offense.
Here we go. Reno.
Running Reno.
Great field position for DC to start things off. Abram Smith. And that's a good hard run by Smith for 9 well-earned yards.
Just a question out of curiosity. What if Luke's had just stayed out there behind the play there by the refs? You think,
on us?
You think they're kicking him off?
Y'all didn't see Luke's run into somebody while he was trying to run out there, though. Luke, you gotta have the awareness, Luke. Come on.
Watch Luke's here. Little contact.
Luke's, you gotta have some awareness, man.
In the chin.
Jaden Mickens. Please get our analyst out of the way, says Mickens.
Well, if you notice, guys, there was no fumble, and a lesser athlete would have gone down.
Smith goes ahead for 5 yards and a first down for DC. Trying to add to their lead here. Final minute and a half of this 3rd quarter. Smith really getting fed the ball now as a penalty flag comes in from the back judge.
Got too many. Defense, too many men. And they'll want to take that, yeah.
Too many men on the field, defense, 12 players during the down. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
The Zier player was struggling to get off the field in time.
They got in a situation where they were subbing, but DC didn't, so DC didn't have to wait. They were already on the ball. Jaron Horton's right next to us, the defense coordinator for Memphis. He was yelling about that earlier. We can't be subbing when they don't sub. That's the tempo that they play with. Hey, Wendy's, they're going to try to get him to jump off sides here. Hard count.
Jackson on 1st and 5 as they are able to undercut him that time. That was Eli Walker coming in again.
Eli Walker has been flying around all over the line of scrimmage. Watch him come out of the hole right here. I mean, he's coming from 15 yards deep. Great tackle.
Good look at the chest cam view. As you see, Jalen Allen, Eli Walker, who made that play, was slow to get up as the medical staff walks him on. This is a great view of the chest cam from Jalen Allen.
And that thing is actually integrated into the pass.
Yes.
I mean, it is sewn through the jersey. It's like Iron Man. Tony Stark out there running around at linebacker. That's a really cool piece of technology.
It literally is AI powered as a wearable camera. So it's the body cam technology that allows you to have one of the greatest viewing experiences you can see. There it is, right in the center of the pads of Jalen Allen. Outstanding linebacker for the Showboats. Second and 4, flags come down as quickly to the outside he connects with Mickens. Luke's connected with him to start the drive, and now Tamu connects with him for real.
Up and then try to stay in zone. It's a legal formation. 12 covered up, tight end.
The tight end was covered. Okay, and that is okay. Second down, 5 yards.
Illegal formation, offense. The tight end was covered up prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty in the previous spot. Repeat second down.
That was Monique Washington, the line judge, who you heard explaining the call that she made to Jason Autry, the referee. That's the view of the chest cam of Jalen Allen. Second and 9, sprint right for Tamu. And now he's going to run it. It'll be third down from there. Lance Boykin with the tackle.
Really cool to see that chest cam on Jalen Allen as he lines up over a couple tight ends there, expecting run his direction.
You see him in the upper right-hand box, and then you see his view in the lower right-hand box. Third down and 3 by way of chest cam.
Yeah, back over at tight end. More McKinley there.
As we come to the end of the third quarter, it's been nothing but field goals. As DC will be facing a big 3rd and 3 to start the fourth quarter when we return. This presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. Well, this is how we're starting the fourth quarter here in D.C. with the beer snake making a huge surge. Moments ago, the guys they call the D.C. conductors just added to it. They go up and down the stands collecting all the beer cups, and they put them together, and this thing is monstrous at this point as we start the fourth quarter. What do they say, like 50 feet of it, 2 cups per inch, so 1,200 beers as we start the fourth quarter.
Here we go, let's go right here. Let's go tight will 56.
Not a lot of scoring on the field. There will be off the field tonight.
Third down and 3 for the home team to start the fourth quarter. DC up a field goal. Let's see what they come up with.
Hey, let her reverse 12. Let her reverse 12.
Reverse! Reverse! Bubble coming this way. It's going to him.
3rd and 3. Ta'amu back to pass, has time, trying to extend the play. Wolfs it to the end zone. Incomplete on 3rd down. Was looking for Ty Scott. Was covered by Adewusi.
Well, it's a really good job in coverage by Memphis. As DC is going to decide to kick another field goal. So they sent Roland in motion right here before the snap to get an idea of the coverage. No one moved with him, so it was going to be zone, but Memphis does a great job of matching that zone. So it ends up a lot more like man coverage. Got Jordan Ta'amu a little bit confused there and tries to buy time and make a play at the end, but great job by Memphis. Ty Scott a little banged up on that play, trying to reach for that ball.
Ty Scott was the intended receiver. There's also a defensive back for Memphis who is still down on the field. And it's been an interesting game in terms of the offense putting themselves in position and then the defense clamping down and not breaking for both sides.
Yeah, I feel like both teams at times have sustained long drives. And then they get into the red zone, the critical area of the field where the windows get a little bit tighter. Coverage has been really good from the defense, and no one's been able to really punch it in from that red zone.
That was Mark Gilbert, the cornerback, who was an all-ACC player at Duke, coming off the field a little late. So Matt McCrane, who is 7 for 7 2 weeks into this UFL season. On to attempt the 40-yarder. McCrane from 40 yards out. And that is no good. His first miss of the year. Don't look at me that way. Do not look at me that way.
You did say he was 7 for 7, so you pretty much
a really nice start to the year.
Set him up for that one. This one just pulls it a little bit. Good hold, just got a little on top of the ball.
Let's bring in Coach Harris, Shannon Harris, who's done a good job to start this season with DC. After taking over the duties from Reggie Barlow just before the season. Coach, how do you assess things to this point?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, our defense plans a really good, solid football game for us. Offensively, we got to make sure we put the ball in the end zone and get touchdowns, not settle for field goals. But, you know, I mean, I like at times we got good tempo going, but, you know, we're not sustaining those drives. So it's someone messing something up, and, you know, on offense, it takes all 11 to do it right. So we can't have one guy do it wrong and then it screws up everything. We get some good drives and then pre-snap penalties, so we got to stop that.
Coach, next time you're in the red zone, what do you need to see more of?
Yeah, we got to be able to run the ball down there better too. We got to be able to run the ball down there better. So if we can sustain our run down there and you know, not shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties, we'll be fine.
E.J. Perry coming up with a big downfield strike to Jonathan Adams. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
A little pressure in his face here off the left side. Watch as he releases this hand in his face. Great back shoulder, throwing an unbelievable adjustment there by Jonathan Adams. Had a big back shoulder connection last week on a free play. That's his go-to guy downfield.
27-yard completion. And now Perry into a rhythm with Adams as this goes for a first down as well. Jonathan Adams reaching for his hand at the end of that play.
You know, we really haven't seen this Greg Williams defense dial up pressures as much as maybe I thought we would. Right, protection.
I think everybody thought that,
yeah,
right?
Protection for Memphis has been pretty good at times. Not a ton of pressure, not a ton of blitzes coming from this DC defense.
12 personnel.
See how patient Greg Williams can be.
11-yard reception. You see veteran defensive coordinator Williams on the right. Capote inside the 20, and all of a sudden, this Memphis offense is in gear.
Watch Capote set up this block right here. He's going to stay inside and then jump right outside that block from Eli Stove. Great read, great burst to get to the outside.
18-yard run. Here's Capote again, and this time he is wrapped up immediately and taken down by Devonshea Maxwell.
Capote, a guy they activated just this week, trying to find a little something in the run game. 79 sticks. He's flipping the protection, set it wrong the first time. Gotta get the ball snapped.
Perry, incomplete. He was trying to connect with D. Anderson.
Just got a little hurried, right? He called that one wrong, was trying to flip it, looked up at the play clock, only a couple seconds left. Mickey Tiger, last week this call for them was a screen to the running back, slipping out to the right. Oh, they change it up. Juice X Shallow will be the call. The X receiver is going to be D. Anderson down here at the bottom. Right here, shallow route would be that direction.
3rd and 12. Perry steps up, going to try to run it himself. Perry into the end zone. Touchdown, Showboats. A 16-yard touchdown run by E.J. Perry.
I just knew at some point his legs were going to come into play. With so much man coverage by this DC defense. Now they'll put the ball at the 2-yard line and go for a 1-point play.
Remember, a 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point conversion available in the UFL. So here's the conversion attempt, ortho home defense conversion attempt. Grant's gobbled up, doesn't go anywhere. But Memphis takes the lead. E.J. Perry, we've said it, watch out for his legs, good athlete.
X shallow, right? So these guys clear out of the way, and then E.J. Perry with man coverage clearing the right side. Completely always going to take off and use his legs. Great job. You identify man coverage, step up in the pocket, know you're going to have space, and that athleticism takes over.
Let's go! Come on, hey, we're going for 2. Let's go!
The Showboats on top here in the 4th quarter. On the road, E.J. Perry with our first touchdown of the night.
Say we just keep letting it go because it runs on passes, Coach.
What's that?
The clock runs on passes.
Yeah, I know.
So we
I know.
I mean, mix it in, obviously.
Yeah.
But let's go punch it in again.
That'd be great. Whew. Good one. America's spot. You feel good about that?
Love that.
Just as a start?
Love that. Let's do it.
I swear I think bench indigo would work. I think it would be
Yeah.
good.
Hey, coach. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it.
What were you going to say? You were going to say, hey, coach, what?
I was going to say, we can hit him with a bench pump.
We could do that. See where we get it.
So I'm here with E.J. Perry. E.J., you just scored that last touchdown. Talk us through the call and what you saw.
Yeah, it was trips. We ran, all go with a shallow underneath. They all ran to the left. They were playing man. Everyone's back was turned. But, yeah, I mean, this is the better stuff, right? Like, Jay Adams, they can't cover him, right? Like, that's the best stuff we got. And he's just, I mean, what does he have, 10 catches for like 200 yards? We got to get him 300. I don't know what it is. You guys can look it up, but that's what we need to do, get Jay Adams the ball.
So bring us back real quick before you go to that play. To the two-man, you said it was two-man. You said you knew it was man. You were watching this as you were watching it. What did you see? When did you know you could run it in when you saw that play before?
Yeah, the last like, that's Greg Williams, right? He loves to play man. The second I was able to step up, our tackle does a great job of running him by me. And at that point, everyone's back's turned. Guy fell over on us. It was just walk-in touchdown. That's what we need, more of those. Not enough touchdowns tonight. We got to get more.
Thanks, E.J.
Those Mickens on the return. Just awesome to see E.J. Perry actually give us access to the tablet he's using and watching back his 16-yard touchdown run that has given Memphis the lead. And with that lead change, and with Perry being the first to score, let's bring in our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron.
Well, E.J. Perry to score the first touchdown was 18-1. So what we consider that is a long shot. So if you placed $10 on him to score the first touchdown, you would have won $180. He was also plus 750 to just score a touchdown at any point. But despite Memphis right now winning this game, I will say they're still the underdog at plus 1.5.
So E.J. Perry, the prop bet, first to score, plus 1,800.
How about that for the starting quarterback?
By the way, how about first to score happening in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, that's true.
When do you see a first to score happening in the fourth quarter?
Back to what Sacho was doing there on the sideline. How many times have you been sitting on the couch and the TV shows the quarterback looking on the iPad or looking through something? You're like, I wonder what he's looking at. Wonder what they're talking about. Pretty cool to get a little insight what EJ's looking through on that touchdown drive. Great job by Sacho down there.
What stood out more, Jordan, was the fact that he didn't want to talk about his touchdown.
I know.
He wanted to talk about his teammates.
Let me tell you about Jonathan Adams. I mean, that's a true selfless quarterback there.
Abram Smith was helped up, but then he was able to run off the field, starting running back for DC. Of course, had a great career at Baylor, record-setting performance in the Sugar Bowl, had a record-setting performance in spring ball as well. We showed you that earlier, 218 yards a couple of years ago against St. Louis. Tamu, good strike, and keeping balance that time is Ty Scott, and he's going to be marked just short of that line. The game's going to be third, probably a long 1.5 or 2.
Ty Scott grabbing his helmet right now. Instead of getting upfield, he kind of tried to dance around a little bit.
This is our view as where we're located. What is a really magnificent facility here. Audi Field in the Buzzard Point section of Washington, D.C. 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with Jackson, and it's a first down for the defenders.
Great block on the outside. Mason Brooks at right tackle. Haven't mentioned as well, Liam Fornadell just signed this week, offensive guard all-XFL player from 2023. Had an injury at that right guard position, signed him off the street. A great ad for this offensive line.
There's Jackson again as he wiggles his way to the 43-yard line on first down. And yet another player is down as the Memphis medical staff is headed out as they're looking at Boogie Roberts. Let's take a look at game flow, brought to you by Progressive. E.J. Perry, the 16-yard go-ahead touchdown.
We're going for 2. Great drive. Great drive. We need one more. No. You're my favorite guy in the world. You're my favorite guy in the world. That's how you call it, right?
Was E.J. Perry mentioning that to Ken Wisenhunt, the head coach and play caller, of course, one of the great play callers of the past generation. Had the trick play that he called in Super Bowl 40 when he was the offensive play caller for the Steelers in that victory over the Seahawks.
He's worked with some pretty good quarterbacks over the years.
Yeah.
As a head coach, had Kurt Warner, the Cardinals got to a Super Bowl. Obviously, Ben Roethlisberger at the Steelers when they won the Super Bowl. Early in his career, second year. Phillip Rivers, late in his career. You know, it's funny, I was talking to Greg Williams on the field before. I said, you know, what do you expect now with Ken taking over or back as the offensive play caller? He goes, well, you know, last time I faced Ken, he was with the Chargers, and hard to go back and look at that film because Phillip Rivers would just come in audible at the line of scrimmage every play, so you didn't really know what Ken was calling.
I mean, think about the span you just mentioned, the quarterbacks he's worked with. And now, for a guy like E.J. Perry, who we mentioned is a coach's son and a real cerebral quarterback, to be able to have Ken Wisenhunt in his ear at this stage of his development. To Amu, lofts it downfield, and it is complete to Chris Rowland. And Rowland adds to it inside the 15-yard line. That's a big play they needed. Ta'amu to Rowland.
Well, watch Jordan Ta'amu affect this safety. He's going to look him to the right, knowing that Rowland's going down the seam to the left. Move him just a little bit. And finally, they hit that deep shot downfield.
And Jackson goes straight ahead and gets down to the 3-yard line.
That's the same exact play that he underthrew earlier in the game when Rowland had to step for a touchdown. This time, big completion.
Memphis is tired, boys.
Understandably so after a 45-yard completion to Rowland. Jackson looking to go straight ahead, but he is met at the line of scrimmage.
And this is where this DC offensive line has got to be able to lean on this Memphis front. Luke's just said it, a lot of hands on hips for Memphis. You also got guys like Tykeem Doss, number 79 right there, 380 pounds. Yasir Durant, left tackle, 330 pounds. 23 lock is a run play. H-Pop, though, not sure if they're going to do a little play action.
Yeah. And the flags come in right at the snap. The whistles are blown.
The delay of game timeout was called by DC.
Remember, 35-second play clock. And with that, Shannon Harris, the head coach for the DC Defenders, used the timeout. That's their first. Under 8.5 minutes to play, trailing by 3 at home.
Hey, mister, I need him to have a sense of urgency of spotting the ball. He needs to have a sense of urgency of spotting the ball. Like he, you know what I'm saying?
You're out, your guys on that side, make sure they get set before he pulls that snap, okay?
Got
But
it.
we'll make sure.
Yes, sir.
Turn to Amu, who's 11 of 25 tonight for 149 yards.
That's right. It's gonna go in. He's gonna insert the line. Yeah. Hey, gonna be twins right. Hack.
You want to just stay there?
Just go ahead and motion over.
No, because we went to Jack set to my
Yeah, I went to Jack set to the side.
Twins right. Twins right hack. Here we go. 23 locks pop.
Hey, insert. Hey.
It's just the same play call they just had. They're trying to have the tight end insert like a run play, and then he's going to bluff and go towards the goalpost and try to throw it over
Thus
the top.
the H pop.
Yep.
There's your H pop.
So Hack is going to bring the tight end across. Tight end, oh, not that. Tight end's going to come across here, and then he's going to try to get into the end zone after bluffing a block.
3rd and 1. There it is. Just like they said. Ben Bresnahan, touchdown defenders.
Great little play call there. Sticking with what they knew would work. 3rd and 1 in the red zone. Everybody's thinking run.
No! Hey! Go to the backfield. Go to the backfield. Get Jackson. Yes, we good.
Punch right tight. Quick T out. 128. Rachel.
Ball at the 5-yard line. So this is a 2-point conversion attempt. Chris Rowland is in the backfield with Tiamo. He'll take the short pitch. And he's going to throw it. Cornell Powell.
Yes, sir.
And just like that, it's a 5-point lead for DC.
And here's that H-pop. Play fake. Nobody there for Ben Bresnahan. Former Vandy guy. Wide open in the end zone. Again, it was a great job by Fred Keyes, the offensive coordinator, and Shannon Harris of staying with the play. They had that call previously. You see the chess game here, and Harris loving it.
And then the 2-point conversion.
I love this call. Look at how Chris Rowland attacks the line of scrimmage here. He really sells this well. That's why nobody's back there. Sometimes those guys will try to throw too early. 2 great play calls back-to-back for Shannon Harris, and DC takes back the lead. And that fear snake is growing.
That is the tale of what is now an enormous beer snake here at Audi Field, and they have reason to celebrate. We had no touchdowns for over 48 minutes in this game. Now 2 in the last 3.5 minutes, and most recently, excellent play calling by the home team. Ben Bresnahan with the touchdown that gives DC the lead, and the beer snake grows. They have been chanting, "Feed the snake, feed the snake," and their offense just came through in what has turned out to be a very entertaining fourth quarter here, week 2 of the UFL. Eli Stove on the return, and he is met by the coverage unit at the 20-yard line.
All right, EJ just scored a touchdown on that last drive. What are you feeling now?
We got to score another.
How do you do it?
Complete the ball, execute the plays.
Awesome. Any last words for your teammates as you're going out there?
Let's go.
Let's go.
60-yard touchdown run a few minutes ago from E.J. Perry. Let's listen in.
Here we go. Hey, crowd. Crowd left, 65. Crane, wide dag, check corner on one right.
Thought we were in a media timeout. That was real.
No, that was real, Sam. E.J. Perry on first down as he gets it complete to the 25-yard line to D. Anderson.
Here we go. Hey, we're going to run that half Casper. Here we go. Crowd right, half Casper, heel up plus on one. Ready? Heel plus, yeah, heel plus, heel plus. Hey, check, hey, heel Casper, Gator. Hey, Gator. Here we go. Dot. 318, dot.
As Prince makes his way to the 28-yard line, it'll be third down from there. Fisher with the tackle.
79 sticks.
Play callers there, Wizard Hunt Williams.
Williams starting to dial up the pressure. 79 sticks, so this is just everybody's going to get right across the first down marker and turn their numbers to the quarterback. This man coverage will turn into a mesh concept.
Perry, incomplete off the hands of Anderson. He was covered by DeAndre Baker, and a flag is down back near the 13-yard line.
Hands to the face, number 99 defense. Yes. I don't know what happened on the play.
This is going to bail out Memphis.
Illegal hands to the face, defense number 99. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, includes an automatic first down.
Joe Wallace working on center Alec Lindstrom.
Perry kept it, but the pursuit was there the whole time. Sam Kidd was able to make the tackle.
Yeah, DeAndre Baker in great position. E.J. Perry was able to get outside of him. But
Here we go. Race.
Crowd right, 64.
Boston week. Race. Boston week.
Nemo.
Hey!
All right, it's got here. So we have to play this out.
Second and 12. Perry to the outside. There was a lot of contact, and it rains flags as Kelvin Joseph was tied up with D. Anderson, the intended target.
Okay.
27.
6'5",
27. DK are going to go. Great ball by E.J. Perry, little back shoulder. Kelvin Joseph in good position initially, and then just grabs
Pass
on.
interference, defense number 27.
Got to turn and play the ball.
The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot and includes an automatic first down.
That's a lot of jersey Joseph had a hold of. Ball was right on target. Joseph, obviously the former second-round pick, played 33 NFL games with a handful of teams.
With the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the Seahawks, the Colts. Had 33 games in the NFL. Now a starting defensive back for the Defenders. Perry on first down. As that is complete just beyond midfield to D. Anderson.
Another big physical catch there. Should be a run play here to the right. It would be a take. Everybody at the line of scrimmage for DC.
2nd and 5. As Prince goes straight ahead for just about a yard. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. In what for most of the game was a defensive effort. Offense is stalling out, settling for field goals, and now all of a sudden in this 4th quarter, bubbling up with offensive assaults as E.J. Perry is looking to rally his team, trailing by 5. 3rd down and 4.
To go Detroit.
Perry gets rid of it and gets it complete for a first down to Adams. He mentioned Jonathan Adams to Sam Acho, and now he delivers to him.
Yeah, he's going to get pressure. A blitz coming off the left side right here, but that slant, that ball out so quick. A little bit on the back shoulder to Adams, but he makes a great play, and that's that trust. You just know if you put it anywhere in that catch radius, he's going to come down with it.
Former Sun Belt Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Now a big part of the offense for the Showboats. Oh, the ball's loose. DC is claiming they have it, but a flag is down, and I don't know if the officials are not blowing this dead. We'll listen in.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, Alec Lindstrom will take that penalty all day long to keep the ball. Lindstrom, who is the younger brother to the NFL All-Pro Chris Lindstrom.
He was actually the last one. I feel like it was actually a false start on everybody except for the center on that one.
By the way, Chris Lindstrom is here in attendance tonight at Audi Field to see his brother Alec play.
Boy, he just had X run a go here, which would be Jonathan Adams on a go route at the top of your screen. If he likes his matchup.
Perry extends the play, now looks to run and dives down inside the 40-yard line. And he is slow to get up. Remember, he had an abdominal strain early in the game. He's played tough and gritty, and he went for it here.
Such a good job stepping up there as Malik Fisher comes off the edge. You hear him just every time he comes in the huddle, he's telling Jonathan Adams, just run a go on that side.
Right.
Like one of these times he's going to get the look he wants, which is press coverage. Is he going to take it?
2nd and 8. Perry, back shoulder to Adams. And they're saying incomplete.
That was the matchup he wanted, press coverage with DeAndre Baker. Really good corner, but this back shoulder has been there all night.
Well, that's close.
That is, he might have got
That's
both
close.
feet. I think he got both feet before that hip hit the ground.
Watch Jonathan Adams' legs here. Oh. Let's bring in Dean Blandino.
We're looking to see if this was a catch, correct. So I'm on this handheld. I've got control, I've got right foot down inbounds, and now I'm looking at the right knee is going to hit before, does that left foot touch? Good. Can you take it forward?
Watch the left foot prior to the right knee. Yes or no?
I'm not getting it.
It is really close. He's trying to piece together a couple angles here to see if that left foot hits before the right knee comes down. This is a great look into the process of reviewing here.
Yep. Okay, so give me a spot. Jason, we've got a catch. I'm going to give you a spot here.
Whoa.
Wow.
You heard it from Dean Blandino.
Going to give you a spot here.
Okay.
It's going to be the 22-yard line.
It's an amazing effort by Adams.
22-yard line, left hash, first down.
First down, left hash, correct.
Okay.
There was that other angle that Dean was able to say, yes, left foot prior to right knee out of bounds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and the call's reversed, and it's a big completion to Adams and a great throw by Perry. And now Memphis is looking for a little magic here, trailing by 5 on the road. Capote. Just 2 yards there.
Don't you just love hearing all the audio? I love 3 plays in a row. E.J. Perry came into the huddle and said, hey, run a go on that side. He didn't throw it, and he got the look that he wanted, took the one-on-one matchup to his go-to receiver. He's going to need one more of those if they're going to cap this one off.
Left, strong, he left, and Indigo already.
Bench Indigo. This, E.J. Perry told me this is his favorite concept. We're going to get to 2-minute warning here
for the fourth quarter.
In the midst of a 9-play drive to try to retake the lead. We'll listen in to E.J. Perry and Ken Wisenhunt. And when we come back, game on the line here in D.C. Can E.J. Perry and the Showboats get it done? We'll find out. This has been a fun fourth quarter. E.J. Perry had the big 16-yard touchdown run to give Memphis the lead, and then Jordan, D.C. came right back.
Back and forth like a heavyweight bout to Amu with the pop pass to Bresnahan, and here we are, 5-point game late in the fourth quarter. All field goals for the first 3 quarters, and we have blown it wide open here in the fourth.
And E.J. Perry on this drive showed a lot of grit, determination, nearly willing his team in the midst of a 9-play, 59-yard drive, and now coming off the 2-minute warning, facing a 2nd and 8. Perry back to pass, wafts it to the corner, and it's incomplete, well beyond Kwame Lassiter.
Going right at DeAndre Baker, the former first-round pick, once again.
Half right strong, key right, burnt, indigo. Burnt, indigo.
Coach Witt sending in the play.
Miami, Oscar. Bear, Miami, Oscar.
3rd down and 8.
Hines, get ready for the take. Hines. Not a take, it's Oscar. Goddamn.
Get it off.
Hines, you're not taking, you're not taking.
Play clock was counting down.
Play game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Boy, DC was coming with a blitz there. E.J. Perry saw it, was trying to change or slide the protection right before the snap. Just ran out of time.
Shannon Harris and this crowd looking to support this defense. 3rd down and 13. It is roaring here at Audi Field in D.C.
Remember, you don't need it all here. You can go for it on 4th because you need a touchdown.
Perry drives the ball, but it's incomplete. Thrown low and behind Lassiter. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, I really thought this was 2 downs to pick this up. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, down 5 points, so
We got 3 timeouts.
4th and 12, 4th and 12 gives us
play the
what?
long game here, try to cut this lead.
And that's exactly what you just heard with the coaching exchange. Yeah. We have all 3 timeouts, so send Matt Coughlin in to try to draw it to a 2-point game. 43-yard attempt for Coughlin. Oh, it's blocked! It is blocked! It is blocked!
Stay.
It may have been Maxwell in the middle. It was Devontae Maxwell. The big defensive tackle getting in the path of that field goal attempt.
Yeah, he's going to come right up the middle, number 95, right through. Oh, he's a 3-time FCS All-American at Chattanooga, one of the small school guys trying to get his shot in the NFL, making a massive play here.
A reaction from Shannon Harris.
Yeah, okay. And be aware
the interim
of
head coach who became the guy in this position just before the season started. And now he has his team in position to get to 2-0 possibly. You know they're going to feed Abram Smith. Remember, 3 timeouts for Memphis.
Use the first one here.
Memphis has called their first charge timeout.
That means it's now or never. We're going to stop the run here. Keep using timeouts.
You know, it's funny, the ebbs and flows of this game. We mentioned Shannon Harris. He was put in a very unique position. Give him credit for where this DC team stands right now. It was not an easy task to come out and start the year against Birmingham, which is really a power franchise when it comes to spring football. And they're potentially going to go to 2-0 here if they can close this out.
Yeah, Shannon Harris found out he was going to be the interim head coach the week of the game as Reggie Barlow departed for the Tennessee State job. They have played with a different kind of emotion and passion. It hasn't always been pretty. When you find a way to win ugly games, you know you're a good team.
Here's Smith. Flag is down. We'll check on that. Remember, 2 timeouts remain for
Defensive
Memphis.
offside number 44 lined up in the neutral zone. 44.
Carried right away the call against the defense.
We'll take
Last
that
thing the
and replay it
Showboats
down.
need.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Trey back.
Offside, defense number 44. 5-yard penalty, repeat second down. Clock will start on the snap.
That's just a mental mistake. That's just lining up off sides.
You see him going to his chest. He has the chest cam on. And as you see the live view that Jalen Allen is offering us.
That was a very valuable 5 yards you just gave up.
It is.
You're trying to use your timeouts and force a punt.
And talented Abram Smith is the running back who's built for spots like this. As you see. They have the weaponry to put the 4-minute offense to use and to bring this thing in for a high-quality win. This was a very different Memphis team than the one that we saw a week ago. They really found themselves late, but right from the start tonight, Memphis was focused and competitive, and DC had a battle throughout.
Yeah, Memphis, the offense with Ken Wisenhunt is just night and day difference. You can tell what a different player, more confident player E.J. Perry is. Over 300 yards tonight, outgained DC by 50 yards so far. But again, good teams find ways to win when they're not giving their best. This wasn't DC's best performance, but last week wasn't either. They
That's
beat
right.
the Stallions.
I will say this, though. When they needed it, I absolutely loved the play calling. The play call that we saw down inside the 5-yard line, the conversion play as well, and then they come up with the special teams play. And now Abram Smith brings the ball out to midfield. And Memphis just with 1 timeout remaining.
Memphis has called their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's 30 seconds in left.
Tom Luganville, what's the vibe like down on the DC sidelines in this 4th quarter?
I think it echoes what you just said about the play calling and getting hot in the 4th quarter. I kind of got the sense the entire time down here that they just felt frustrated because if you go back to that 1st quarter, they never had the football. So they never had a chance to get into rhythm, sustain some drives. When they finally did, it finally came to fruition in the 4th quarter.
And then they had 2, 3, 4 plays that could have been massive game-changing touchdowns.
No doubt.
That were either missed or dropped, so they were really close a couple of times.
Well, and right now they're able to run the football when you have to.
To your point, Lugs, the first 2 DC drives were 8 plays, 21 yards. Abram Smith wrapped up right at midfield. Remember, no timeouts remaining for Memphis.
Yeah, there's a slim chance you can get the ball back with just a handful of seconds left, maybe.
Pro left queen, 47.
You hear Jordan Ta'amu telling his running back, you're holding that ball loose.
No turnovers.
2 hands on it, keep it tight.
4 points of pressure, boys.
Yep.
Well, it's great leadership in real time to hear that. Here's Smith to the outside as he's dragged down after a gain of just 2 on what was 3rd and 8. So they can get this thing down to just a 6-second differential before 4th down. What a fun 4th quarter this turned out to be. E.J. Perry put his team in position, blocked field goal. By the way, Jonathan Adams, who he mentioned, the receiver, ended up with 7 catches for 109 yards. in what was mostly a defensive battle up until this fourth quarter. And then that guy, Jordan Tamu, came up big with the pop
DC's
pass
called the
touchdown
30-second
to Ben
timeout.
Bresnahan. They had the trick play for the conversion. Chris Rowland throwing the pass for the two-pointer. A lot of drama in this fourth quarter.
And then we'll play prevent.
Hey, punt. No, I want you to pop it up high as possible.
side.
And then they're probably not going to feel it. You got me? So just pump it high. Yeah, hit it high as possible.
They could stay on offense here and snap this ball, run around, and throw it up
we're just going to punt it.
And the clock can run out.
Yeah, they were discussing doing that. Now it looks like Shannon Harris is telling his punter to kick it really high. They won't field it. See if you can milk that 6 seconds.
Yo, rugby style and hang time, okay? And go do it on offense too. A quick punt. Yo, hey.
You heard the instructions to Paxton Brooks. Just sky punt it. He's gonna go out and listen to one more conversation with him. So Paxton Brooks is tasked with taking this time off the clock. Flag is down as he struck the ball and it went out of bounds with 1 second remaining.
And right there's good.
Goes to the 25.
Yeah, we're going to the 25.
Didn't know where was that.
Yeah, we can go legal formation or we can go downfield on the kick. So what's our poison?
It's your foul.
Illegal, let's just go illegal formation, not 5.
Kicking team?
Yeah, kicking team.
Okay.
No, we don't want
on their
to
side. So just 1 second. Oh, our punter.
Illegal formation, kicking team. The 5-yard penalty will be assessed at the end of the play. It'll be first down.
Throw it and try to keep it. Keep it alive. That's all we can do.
That's just, you heard Ken Wisenhunt there telling his quarterback to throw it and try to keep it alive.
So razzle-dazzle time.
It's the old hot potato play, right? Everybody toss it around. Guys got to try to stay behind the ball to keep it alive. Try to complete a hitch route and then toss it around and keep it alive.
Well, Perry's going to get it out, and then it's going to be tossed around. As Adams starts it off. And this thing will end that way inside the 25-yard line. That was a fun fourth quarter. Shannon Harris, the interim head coach, is now 2-0. Well done, Shannon Harris. Ken Wisenhunt made his return to action. The beer snake was well supported by the home crowd. Reason to celebrate as the fireworks go off here in DC at what they call the Blossom Bowl. The cherry blossoms in bloom, and they are celebrating on a beautiful night here in Washington, D.C., a victory. Tom?
All right, here with Jordan Tamu. Jordan, big win, obviously frustrating in the first half. Didn't have the ball very much. How did you assess your play, though, as the game wore on?
I mean, as the game went on, I just needed to trust my reads, run the ball. That's what we wanted to do. Establish that first, and then, you know, here comes the pass plays over top. And, you know, I think we did a good job. A lot of mistakes we got to fix, and we got a long week this week, so we just want to go back and then learn from this mistake and win next week.
One of the goals is to run the football better this week. Did you feel you accomplished that?
Yes, 100%. Abram did a good job. Dion did a good job, and our O-line did a great job. Phenomenal job just up front. we only had 1 sack today, so they did a good job protecting as well. We got a hard, fought team here, so I'm excited to see what this, as we keep getting better each and every week.
Thanks, Jordan. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let's bring in Aaron Dolan, our betting analyst. Aaron?
Well, DC wins, but Memphis does get the cover, and we talked about it the entire game, that total. In the fourth quarter, we got a little bit nervous there. It shot up to 35.5, thinking maybe we'll actually see this go over, but we once again saw an under. So 5-1 to the under so far in UFL. And of course, at the beginning of this, I had talked about Smith scoring a touchdown being the most bet on prop at ESPN Bet. That unfortunately did not happen for bettors, but I will say he did hit over his rushing yards prop of 41.5.
Thank you, Aaron. Good night on the betting side. Jordan, what's your read on this DC team all of a sudden at 2-0?
I think they're legit. I really do. We know and have seen all the NFL talent they have on the defensive side of the ball, and we just started to see a little more consistency through the air and on the ground in the second half. That's more the DC we expected to see on offense. They're going to be a real contender here in the UFL.
Jordan Ta'amu was 12 of 26, 152 yards, but most critically, the touchdown in the fourth quarter to Bresnahan. That was a beautiful play call. Chris Rowland had 3 catches for 66 yards. It's a gritty effort from Memphis, and E.J. Perry put his team in position. Jonathan Adams went over 100 yards, but in the end, a blocked field goal and a close-it-out drive for DC. The Defenders are 2-0. More UFL action coming your way tomorrow at noon on ESPN. For Jordan, Sam, and Tom, I'm Joe Tessitore. Enjoy the rest of your evening. That does it from here in DC.